What should I say to people? What should my talking strategy be?
You always had that hitch in your swing?
No, not what people say to you.
Fore-play at Barstool Sports. Big show, a lot going on. The Creator Classic, we were there. Tee shots. We have a ton of people that appear on the show because we're here at the Creator Classic. We got Paige, we got Bubbie, we got Fat Perez and Bobby Fairwaves. We've got Dylan Dethier. We've got a bunch of people show up on this show. So a ton of action coming.
Tony from Dude Perfect.
That's right.
Makes an appearance.
Bit of a drive-by.
Yeah.
A lot
Still
of people.
on it.
Wild.
A lot of people on the show. So we're going to do a lot of East Lake talk. We're going to talk about the tee shots that we did hit. And we have to first start by talking about we're doing a co-event in November with Good Good. It is the Good Barstool Golf Classic 2024 at PGA National. There's a couple different elements to it. The one that we're here to talk about now is that you can sign up. So coming out today, which is the 29th of August, at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can sign up to play in this event. We're playing, Good Good's playing. It is 3 nights accommodation at PGA National Resort. Boom. November 3rd, tee time start at 10 a.m. on the Staple course. Team check-in, gift suite between 1 p.m. 5 p.m. November 4th, November 5th. There's shotgun start on the Fazio course, and then on the Champion course, plus awards following. All teams guarantee 2 rounds of golf and a round of golf on the Staple course. Welcome gift valued at over $1,000 per player. All kinds of good action coming. We're going to be there. It's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday in November. What else would you rather be doing than playing golf?
This is a big one. This is something that we've been cooking up for a long time. Good, obviously. They bring the juice, and we've always wanted to do something with them. And, yeah, it's really amazing that we're finally here. So registration's opening today. What are we calling it? The Battle for Palm Beach? The Battle for Palm Beach, Barstool Golf, and Good. We're all going to be there. Everyone's going to be, like, all of our social teams are going to be there. We're going to be covering all the events, making sure that we highlight every single golfer that's going to be in there. It's going to be a great time. And like you said, there's going to be even more stuff added to this.
A lot of stuff going on.
There's going to be a lot of stuff added to it. So even when you're there, there'll be even more added bonus.
We'll be hanging. There's golfing. There's fun events that are going to be coming. There's going to be
PGA
trucks,
National. It's going to be incredible.
Food trucks. PGA National's awesome.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be great. So that is Sunday, November 3rd through Wednesday, November 6th. It's just going to be a great time. So go check that out. Sign up. Get involved. See you down there. It's going to be a great time.
Probably check our socials and our website, and so for the link and stuff, right? Because I don't even know what the official link is going to be.
Yeah, we'll have to just check socials for all
You're
the
probably
links.
seeing a graphic right now where to all bring it. Make sure that we have that all ready to go, and we'll see you guys there. It's going to sell out very quickly. Barstool Classic sells out in 30 seconds in 26 different cities. Now we're adding a Good event. Multiple rounds, multiple days.
It's going to be hard to get tickets.
It's going to be hard to get tickets, so make sure you know exactly where you're going, when you're going.
We are live at East Lake Tour Championship. I've never been here before. None of us have ever been here before except Dan Rappaport.
I've been here a number of times. Yeah.
You've been here a lot.
Yeah.
East Lake's iconic, man. They've been coming here forever. Everybody's won here. This has a bunch of Bubbie Joins roots. Is this Donald Ross?
Donald Ross originally just got a
Ross.
comprehensive restoration by Andrew Green, and apparently the course is really, really difficult. So this Creator Classic should be interesting viewing.
I feel like we got a lot of Creator Classic talk. So what we're going to do on this show is we're going to talk pre-Creator Classic, in which case our nerves are pretty high. And then we are going to throw it to a little post clip so that we can react to it. And then after that, we'll be kind of the rest of the show talking about East Lake and the PGA Tour and all that stuff. I feel like the restoration here kind of flew under the radar. I didn't really know they redid this place.
Yeah, it happened right after the Tour Championship last year, and they actually did quite a lot. Like the holes go the same direction. There's no change in the routing, but every hole is different. The bunkers are in different spots. There's way less trees. It definitely has like a fresh feel. It looks more like a kind of a major championship look than you would get before. It was a little bit looked very southeast with those saucer bunkers, rough everywhere around the greens. It's a little different now.
So right over here to our left is the first tee. And I'm having sort of one of those moments a little bit because I remember watching vividly Tiger Woods tee off on that tee, and he absolutely roasted like a little cut down the right center and then hit like an 8-iron to 10 feet and made birdie in the final round in 2018.
That's right.
And won his first PGA Tour event in like a million years. And that was right there when he hit that tee shot. And that was like right when they started doing the, I want to say they started zoomed out and then they would zoom in right before the guy would actually hit the golf ball. There's Mike Esse right now. So anyways, I just remember Tiger Woods standing right there. So it's cool to be here.
Yeah, it's one of those places that you've seen on TV many times.
Many times.
So it'll be good.
I saw they redid that crazy par 3 on the back nine. That's like 15.
Yeah, they actually, so that's the island green. They made it more of an island green. They took out a bunker that was left that you kind of bailed out, but apparently the greens are so firm that the PGA Tour Rules Committee just X'd the back tee box. They were like, you can't hold the green.
It was funny. We were out on the putting green with Joey LaCava yesterday, and we were trying to follow Scottie. I was trying to we can get to that. I mean, Scottie finally acknowledged me. Oh, Rory McIlroy's wearing a nice, like, emerald green.
It is
which is nice to see.
That's lovely.
It's great
Talking
to
to
see.
our best friend, Eamon Lynch.
Oh, yeah, he is. There's
and
Eamon.
it was funny.
Right now.
Joey LaCava everyone's running to go see Rory. Look at
That
this.
makes sense to me. We are taking up a portion of the fence here that people would be standing at trying to get a autograph from Rory McIlroy.
If Tiger Woods were right there right now, this podcast would be over.
Correct.
We would be.
Well, we'd hold the mics and just walk everybody through our experience of trying to get his autograph.
So we were trying to find Scottie, and Joey LaCava took out his rangefinder and was like scouring the golf course to see if he could see Scottie's face. And then so we were looking at 15. We were on the putting green, and he's like, "Oh yes, there's Scottie on the 15th green, on the 15th tee." And then Scottie and Ted Scott started to walk to that back tee box, and Joey, oh wow.
Oh yeah, things are happening here.
And then Joey essentially was like, "Wait, why is Scottie walking over to that back tee?" And he's like following him. He's like, "Why is Scottie like even doing this?" He's like, "The tour told us we're not using that back tee box," and he was really watching him. I was like, "Did I just like let you in on something here? Like maybe Scottie knows something you don't, Joey."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, maybe he does." Like he was starting to get rattled.
Yeah, if people are wondering about the distractions right here, luckily I think we're just outside the bubble of where if there were a few more people, we would be in a major
The thing is,
problem
they don't go
spot.
this way; they all go up that way. So like, no one's gonna come this far.
I think you want to be. Oh yeah, because Rory's gonna walk up that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw they redid that hole. They took the bunkers out. They kind of expanded the green and made it like a slightly different shape. If people recall, so I didn't realize I saw on the graphic that's the oldest island green in America.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. What does island mean? Because
Yeah,
you don't have to take a boat.
we're all on an island technically.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whole world's an island.
They posted
Right.
something like it was the first one, the first people to take a crack at it.
But like, what is that? It's not an island. It's less of an island than 17 at Sawgrass, and that's
Pretty islandy.
You think so?
Yeah.
But you can walk on the backside, can't you?
You can
Like-
walk on the backside of the TBC Sawgrass.
So the
There's
only
like a
real
little-
island is like Coeur d'Alene, where you have to take a boat to get to the.
Yeah, I don't know
By
how- if you're
definition, island, I believe, is surrounded entirely by water.
I
Right.
think that's correct.
Yeah.
Coeur d'Alene, I don't want to say anything. We might be doing something there. Did you see that?
Yeah. My parents went there last year. They said it was awesome.
Maybe
Like,
Barstool Classic related. Maybe 2025.
Finale.
No, just like an event.
Sick.
I saw that on the list, and I said, "Is that the
throw
one?"
in like a couple like really premier?
yeah, I would say for Barstool Classic every year we've tried to throw in like 2 or so. Like we did Hazeltine one year. We did Erin Hills one year. We did
Gamble
Gamble
Sands.
Sands, which is really cool. Coeur d'Alene is supposed to be phenomenal at that island green and that whole topography. That's not far from Gamble Sands. That's like a few hours from Gamble Sands, that part of the country.
Yeah, I saw it on the list for next year, and I was like, "That."
Ooh.
I literally looked at Justin Mancini. I says, "Is that the one that you have to take the boat out to the green?" He's like, "Yeah, man."
Sick.
I was like, "That's fucking cool."
People are sprinting up to just get a glimpse at Mr. McIlroy.
Rory
Man.
McIlroy, incredibly popular player.
Yep.
Mhm.
Especially when he's wearing green.
Don't believe the internet. He's very popular in
He
real
is
life.
very popular.
This episode is presented by our great friends at Chevy. Get the crew together, head off to the course in the new 2024 Chevy Traverse. Look, big vehicles, cargo, 3-row seating. We've all seen them. The Chevy, in terms of technology, the 17.7-inch diagonal display screen, the Chevy's the best in the business with the Traverse.
Yep, we rolled into this event in a Chevy, very spacious. We're able to hold all of our luggage, our golf bags, everything that we needed. It's the car of choice for the fore-play boys, rolling into the Creator Classic here at East Lake. An amazing vehicle, great technology on the inside. Just really feel like you're in a spaceship of cars.
They've got AutoSense Power Liftgate. Traverse has elevated the tech game. That's what we're focusing on because that's what they focused on. Find all the power that you are after in the next generation Traverse in the all-new 2.5-liter turbocharged engine, 328 max horsepower, 325 pound-foot of torque, and up to 5,000 pounds of available maximum towing. Head over to Chevy.com/Traverse and check these things out and build your own and learn more. That is Chevy.com/Traverse. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
I'm having a hard time focusing on anything else. I'm very nervous about our tee shots later.
Yeah. So what's the expectation level?
Don't hurt anybody.
You're just trying to get it airborne, basically.
Airborne and don't hurt anybody.
Okay. What about you two? You two are in sort of a different.
No, I think that's pretty similar. I think Trent and I are actually kind of like in a better spot than Frank because people don't expect that much out of us.
Yeah,
off the tee.
I
Frankie's
kind of made
been
my
playing
bed.
well.
I gotta sleep in it now. Like I went on the show and with Dave, and he's like, "Why are you guys doing this?" I was like, "Well, like I should probably be playing in this thing." I kind of got a little like pep in my step, being like, I should play in it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, "Who the fuck would you play over?" Which is true. It's like every single person that's playing this is a really good golfer, but if I don't hit a good drive, I feel like it makes me look even more like a pussy and a loser.
I think you're going to hit a good drive.
I don't know, man. My driver's been a little bit hairy, a little bit nerve-wracking recently.
You just got to go to the range and find something.
I know.
And you can go to the range. You have access.
We're going to go to the range. I was nervous last night, like thinking about it in this morning.
Yeah, the first
Really
thing I thought
nervous.
about when I woke up. But we hit the TaylorMade truck. We got re-gripped, which
We
felt
did get
good.
re-gripped. It's all fun and games, like, Dave saying it's a charity case and all these things. Like, it felt a little weird, like, coming in, being like, oh, like, we're just hitting the first shot. Now, once you're here and you see all these people here and how big of an event it is, it's a tour championship. So Rory McIlroy just walked by. It's going to be streaming on Peacock and ESPN Plus and everywhere. And you're just going to be up there with thousands of people watching.
It's going to be a lot of people.
It's like, it's all jokes, but it's like, you got to hit, like, that's a pretty big fucking swing.
There's going to be a lot of people. I think
Like, if Dave
significantly.
was up on that tee, like, a little, like it's a big fucking swing.
Significantly more than I think when we were at Grass Clippings in Arizona, there was a lot of fans there. It's going to be like a multitude of 10, I think.
I think this is going to be, you could argue, the biggest single swings we've ever had to make.
It's a big
Tiger
swing,
Woods.
man.
God.
Yours is when you would.
Here's the thing. The Tiger Woods one, like, you take several swings during that.
Yeah, but
You know
when
what
you did
I'm
the
saying?
long drive contest.
But honestly, I think if I muff one, he'd be like, hit another one. Like, we're doing a long drive.
Got
Do you
it.
know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We also don't get redemption. Like,
That's
it's
right.
the hardest shot of the day, the first tee shot, all the cameras, all the fans, and then we just have to, like, leave.
Yeah.
We don't get to hit a good shot for the rest of the day.
Yeah, all the tour players are always like, yeah, when you ask them about being in contention, they're like, once I got off the first tee, it was
Right,
fine.
right.
You don't get off the first
There's
tee.
a 70% chance I puke on my golf ball
Which
while
would
I'm
be
putting
great.
it into the
I've
ground.
always wanted to puke during content.
What's the order? You guys know?
I think
So-
it's Riggs, myself, and then Trent.
I think so. Somebody sent a screenshot of, like, a run of show.
Yeah,
that they
a
sent
script.
out, like a week ago, a script
It was
maybe.
the worst script that's ever been written.
And I didn't really, we weren't. I
I'm
wasn't
not-
crazy
I'm-
about the whole thing.
It
They
was
were
ridiculous.
they
They
were-
said, dude, they
Yale
had
University.
They had
That's
like,
right.
they said like Sam Riggs Bezoyan, Harvard, from St. Louis, and he would hit. And then it said Frankie Borelli from Rochester, New York, and Yale University.
Yep.
Frankie Borelli. I was like, and then for Trent, it was like Iowa.
The college I didn't graduate
college-
from.
So I was just
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I guess I just don't get the joke. Like, I don't know why you would just like say I'm from a different place than I actually am. I'm from a place.
Yeah, in New
You
York.
don't have to like make it up.
Yeah.
So was that Alex Bush fucking with you or anything?
He says no.
No, they sent it over. They're like, wouldn't this
Okay.
be funny if we said Frankie's from Yale and from Rochester? No.
Did you say no?
I think it's funnier or just true if you're like from Borelli's restaurant in East Meadow, Frankie
Yeah.
Borelli. That's just
right.
where I came from.
That's truly home.
That's
I was definitely nervous at the Desert Open, the Good event, because we were also hitting irons off the tee there,
It was
which is
pitch black.
scary.
Scary.
Pitch black. But I am still
Freezing, too.
way more nervous for this one.
Yeah, I will say, like, part of it would be an all-time clip to step up for any three of us and rip one down the middle and have that clip forever.
Because they're gonna have the Pro Tracer in the TrackMan, so you'll know.
I don't think they are.
I had
know
no
they said
report
no
that we're
tracer,
not having a tracer.
which was not a decision by us. That's
what?
just what we were told last
That's
night.
lame.
That could be wrong. It's one guy told me that.
Yeah, okay.
True.
That
True.
guy said that.
The one guy I ran into, I shook
Yeah.
his hand and he was like, "No tracer." I was like, "Cool."
So we don't know. Dude, honestly.
Yeah.
But the other part is, like, there's not too, like, if you hit a bad one, it's kind of funnier.
Yeah, no,
You know?
genuinely, my only concern is hurting someone. That was the whole thing. Was just don't hurt anybody. I felt
Yeah.
the same at the Desert Open. We put ourselves into a position, me and Riggs largely. Frankie's in a different spot where it's like, good is great and bad is great.
Agreed. I think that's right.
So the worst possible shot's like a muffin into the right rough,
No,
where it's not good or it's not
no.
bad.
yes, agreed. Like,
Where
the
it's just-
worst possible outcome
it's just
would
like
be
meh.
a pathetic flare into the right rough that doesn't hit anybody, that doesn't, everyone kind of claps, versus, like, you either do something horrific and everyone's like, oh my God, or you pipe one.
I think airborne is a win.
I feel the worst. We just met a bunch of the creators. It's a wild event in there. It's just everyone that you see on YouTube's all in one little room.
There's
Cameras
Wyndham
everywhere.
There's Wyndham Clark and another nice little green there.
Is there a green thing going on? Or we have to
Yeah,
Phoenix
maybe.
Open? I'm seeing a lot of green.
The person I feel the worst for is Mac Boucher. He's walking right by us, right there.
He showed me his
There's
thumb
the
yesterday.
fellas.
I felt it it's warm to the touch.
Yeah, he's got a fucked up thumb to the point where he needs surgery, and he gets invited to this thing. He's been killing it on Instagram, on YouTube, the whole entire deal. And this is a big moment for him, right? And he just like isn't healthy, and that sucks. And you could tell he's like nervously telling everyone like how bad it is. He's posting about it a lot. Like he knows.
They should put you in there. Lefty
He
for
came up
lefty.
to me. He's like, "Can you fill in for me?" He's like, "No one will even know. It's just a lefty." I'm like, "I can't sling it. I cannot fill in for Mac."
Frankie's
Boucher.
up there, Max, sling it. And you're just hitting people in the
He was
forehead.
saying yesterday he might go 7 righty clubs and
Righty
7 lefty
clubs.
clubs. Is that what he's doing?
How would a right-handed swing like help his thumb?
I was asking him about the injury, and he said it's because he's so like fucking wristy with golf. That's what they
Yeah.
told him. They're like,
Really?
he's just going these crazy movements through the ball.
He's probably pressing into the
and
grip
they're-
as hard as he can.
Like it's just that's not
I've
sustainable.
I look at him and I like felt a little like nauseous thinking about his day today.
Dude, I feel bad for him because so when we played at the Hay at Pebble Beach, which is the par 3 course, it's very similar to the Cradle, and we did the youth on course thing. Mac played with us for like most of the day, and on 70-yard holes, he was hitting like 30-yard draws
He's got the
through
coolest
trees. It was
game.
It's
so
so
fun
cool.
to watch.
He's got the coolest game out of any of the creators.
And he was
It's
like-
so different.
He was filming some of it, yeah, but even the holes he wasn't filming, that's just what he likes to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's like, this is so fun. He's like, this is the way I have fun playing golf. And it was sick. And he was like, sometimes he would duff one, it would hit a tree and make like triple. And other times he would hit one that like was started 40 yards right of the green, would cut in, barely land on the green, skip all the way across the green and almost go in the hole. We're like, this is
Think about how
insane.
impressive you have to be to have a channel where you try and, entertain people for the game of golf, and you found a new way to do it by just swinging
Yeah.
differently and like having ball flight
he also
porn.
flushes it righty.
Yeah, he's sick.
He's like a good righty golfer.
Imagine being that good at golf that you could just like mess around instead of just going right at the pin.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna put it over this tree through this telephone pole and then put it on.
Oh,
I do feel bad for him.
Maybe he perseveres. Maybe somehow, some way, the gods they just like help his thumb.
If you stripe one, are you gonna show your leg like you made a putt?
If I stripe one, I think I'm gonna point to a camera and say I should fucking be in this. Maybe I won't drop an F-bomb, but
Don't do the F.
I won't.
clean.
No, I'll keep it clean. I'll be respectful. But I'm gonna I'm gonna point like I should be here.
This is my house.
I should be
It's my
here.
city.
I might say like I'm staying on this tee and watching everyone
And then I'm
who hit a
playing.
worse one than me.
You should stay.
Now this is very cocky coming from a guy who has not hit a golf shot yet.
yeah, right,
You
right.
should do the D Wade and jump on the water cooler and be like, "This is my
Yeah,
house.
this is
This is
my
my house."
I said last night you should do that no matter where your tee shot goes.
Yeah, I people are screaming and hard to the right because I duck hooked one.
You're just looking at the camera.
it
I
had
should
crossed my
be-
mind, and I don't think I'm going to do it because I'm way too nervous, and I do think I would hurt someone. I was going to Happy Gilmore it, but I think that's off the table,
There's a whiff potential there, isn't there?
which is fine, actually.
You just
Whiff
whiff
is-
and be done.
nobody gets hurt on the
Potential
way.
is he gets up to the ball, he's on his complete back foot, and he just hits a low missile left, right into someone's neck.
The
It is-
left miss is the one you can't have.
Can't have
That's
that.
going to kill
It is
someone.
nice. The tee box is elevated, the 10th tee, so it's like I think the visual is going to be nice.
You can't hit it out of bounds. It's like pretty wide.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what
Yeah.
it is? If you hit a bad one, I'm just gonna be like, this is why I'm not in this.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. You can prepare for both. Cover your
The
bases.
situation is the situation. We're not in the tournament.
It's a big tee shot, I will say. If you hit it
tee
down the middle, that's a statement that like I can hang. You know?
Pipe one down there 285.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I thought about just bunting one right down the middle. No one would know the difference.
Do you have a bunt?
I do.
Oh, dude,
But
I thought about kicking it like it's a field goal, not even using my club. Like
Yeah.
pretty much every angle that I could use to not
What
like
if we go up there and we just put our clubs down and be like, we protest.
Silent protest.
Take a knee.
Yeah, we just protest.
Start spraying shit on the green.
We protest.
Yeah, that's
right. Go full just stop oil.
Yeah.
well, people are going to hear our reaction right after this, so they're going to know how it went.
Damn.
I know for a fact too. Like, there's no way to prepare for the second that I set the club behind the ball.
Oh,
that's when
God.
I instantly everything changes.
Dude,
everything changes.
straight up right now, I would pay $1,000 to have somebody come out and put my ball on a tee for me. I know I'm going to be out there and it's going to be falling off and I'm going to start getting lightheaded because my blood's rushing to different parts of my body. And then people are going to be like, oh boy, here we go. And then it's just going to be, I'm going to black out.
Dude, I told Esse at TaylorMade that the new Stripe TP5X, which are awesome by the way, and I'm gonna line that stripe up on the first tee.
Yeah, good luck.
And then
dude.
I thought about it after I texted that. I was like, I'm not even gonna be able to get it on the first tee. I'm gonna line it up. What are you, nuts?
Dude, it's hard to describe the nerves in those moments. And I actually don't even know yet because this is the biggest one we've ever done. But being in positions, hitting in front of Tiger at the Desert Open, just hitting overall big tee shots, the nerves are overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming.
You
I
guys
think
are
that's
also
right.
you're starting the broadcast.
Terrific.
So
Yep.
it's like the first, because like at the Masters, when they do the ceremonial tee shot, they do it like live to tape. So they just kind of show like a nice montage.
They do.
And they kind of work it in. You guys are like, welcome to the Creator Classic. All right, Frankie. And we're like, let's see
It's
it.
like those pizza reviews.
Joel Damon's going to be up there, which is going to make me feel a little bit more comfortable because we love Joel. But yeah, I mean, there's no.
I don't think he's announcing it anymore.
All right, Joel is not doing it anymore.
I think the
so
first tee announcer's doing it.
So I'm now less comfortable than I was 10 seconds ago.
Yeah.
From like the first tee Atlanta district.
Yes.
I
that's
saw
nice.
Joel Damon earlier on the 10th tee, and I was like, dude, a pretty friendly looking tee shot. And then he goes, yeah, just don't hit it in the water on 18.
Oh,
which
man,
is
he
left.
put that in your head.
Yeah. And I said, well, now what is that?
Are
And then
they
he
going
kind
to
of walked
show
away.
where our balls land?
They
you
are,
think?
and then there's also, you guys have official pickers who are going to go grab
So they're
them.
going to show where it lands?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's
Well, I guess
it
with
is
the
golf
Masters, they
coverage.
don't, right? They don't really.
No.
You never
No,
have
they're
any
very,
idea.
very
because
nice
they're
to them.
85 years
Yeah,
old.
but Mr. Gary Player's not happy about that.
He wants to show
He's
he's not
like,
driving.
come on.
Oh, when we spent time with Gary Player, he got jacked up. He's like, I got to hit it further than Jack this year.
Yeah.
That was a big part of his prep.
Dude, it was wild. He like would try to say that wasn't a big deal, but then all of his actions, and then eventually couldn't help it, where he was like, yeah, it's just a ceremonial thing. It's pretty fun by that. And he's like, I have outdriven Jack like
Right.
the last 3 years in a row.
All those push-ups, all those pull-ups, all that yoga, that's to outdrive Jack.
That guy's going to live
There
forever.
go the Bryan Bros. How do you think the Bryan Bros feel at an event like this? The Tour Championship, PGA Tour event, all their peers are here.
Yeah, Wesley finally made it to East Lake.
Right. But I'm saying George, like all these guys. Oh, Wesley, right?
Wesley
both of them.
he was getting chippy on Twitter 2 days
Very
ago.
and
Very
and
chippy.
last night
He
too.
was.
Very chippy
Oh,
on
I didn't
Twitter.
see that.
Yeah.
Well, people are saying, you know, why? Not me. Other people are saying, why is he playing?
He's a
You know?
PGA Tour player.
He finished second in Puerto Rico this year.
So like
solo
Wesley,
second.
yeah, I don't know. It's just bizarre to me. A
I
little
think
bit.
in terms of he does
Whoa.
Esse's
Mike
throwing-
Esse,
I was
special
just talking to him
delivery.
about the stripe ball.
I think you need a favorite. And I think he's the favorite. You know, like
You
I
don't
think
need a favorite.
you don't think so.
He's just like a tour player. Why don't we have like Matt Kuchar out here? I, mean, I know he has
Matt
a
Kuchar
YouTube
doesn't
show.
make YouTube videos.
I know, but they're like
You probably wait till
Not
tomorrow
yet.
to be like,
Yeah,
it's too dark.
if Wesley wins by like 3, it'd be a bit of a dud.
Yeah.
It would be funny, yeah, to like pick up the ball and be like, I'm not hitting till tomorrow. I can't. It's just
It's too
the
dark.
conditions aren't right now.
this was talked about on the Dave Portnoy show. But it's like, what are they trying to achieve out of this? It's just to get everyone together, or it's to show who the best golfer that happens to also post his videos on YouTube.
I think
Because
this is a proof of concept
that's
today.
that's opening it up to just like it's just a regular golf tournament.
I think it's a proof of concept that they can that they can pull this off, that they can do this at a PGA Tour venue and not be too in the way. And you know, Wednesday afternoons at PGA Tour events are usually pretty quiet. The guys
Yeah.
typically
Yeah.
go home at like 3:00, especially in the playoffs. It's hot.
Well, the idea is there.
Yeah.
Just the format to me is a little just weird.
I think it is I think the overall goal should be, like what it should be, is to showcase what will players of certain skill levels shoot at a PGA Tour setup.
100%.
And, you know, people try, right? Like, we've tried that concept for 7 years when it comes to majors. Like, we've had access to the US Open. We've done videos where we go out there. But, like, a month and a half before the major, the course is not.
And from different tees
In-
typically.
Well, no, we played Torrey Pines. We
Oh,
played it from, like,
that was the
8,000
worst day of
yards.
my
But, like,
life.
it's the rough's not ready yet. The greens aren't as firm. You can make all those arguments. This is, I think, as close as they can get to, like, literally 12 hours before they
Yeah.
tee off.
It's true.
You know, guys are playing the exact same golf course. So, but what I do think, I agree with you, is getting mixed up. It's like, I think you got to have Trent out there if you're doing that. I think you got to have a
You need a
10
pace
handicap
car.
out there. I think you got to have a 5. You got to have all that stuff. If it's just to determine who the best, it's like, well, okay, we know Wesley Bryan is the most accomplished player. That's
It's not even close.
you know, there's actually a meritocracy, couple leagues in golf.
He
It's
won on the
called
PGA Tour.
and
He won.
Live.
Yeah.
Like that's how you determine who the
He
best
won.
players are.
He won a PGA Tour event.
It's like,
so-
yeah.
He won
That's
RBC
good.
Heritage. That's not even a fake event.
no,
But I
it's
also don't
huge.
blame
It's a real
him for
event.
coming. It's like he does create a ton of YouTube videos. What's he
He
supposed
does.
to not play? So I get that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's why I think some people were a little bit like, and then we weren't invited. We were obviously
It's
a
like
little
Bryson
annoyed
wasn't
about
invited
that.
because it's a PGA Tour thing, but
Right. Bryson's a big creator.
the biggest.
But it's
I'd
like
say,
they
right?
can't
Now,
invite
like the
Bryson.
biggest.
It's like,
It's just a little weird, but it's
Tour
great.
wasn't having
We're
that,
gonna hit
I
our
don't think.
shot and we're gonna get
Tour
rolling.
wasn't having Bryson, I don't think.
I don't think they're going to have
I
Bryson.
don't think he was
He's
coming.
not in the President's Cup. You know,
Yeah.
it's like all that stuff. What's up, Mike Esse? Good luck. Where are you
I
going?
guess
you.
he just dropped off a bunch of TP5 stripe balls and TP5X stripe balls.
You think we're going to need that many to get off this first tee there, Esse?
Probably.
We might. We might.
I love them, man. I loved the stripe when it was on the tour response with all the colors, but this Right here, this is different. It's just clean.
Straight in the bag for me because it accomplishes two things. I was playing the picks because I love the identification factor. I love seeing a ball in the fairway and knowing it's mine from far away. And then this has that, but then also and then I would draw a line, so now I don't have to. It's perfect.
It's great.
Yeah.
We've had guys practice with them too. Like Tommy practiced with it a lot last week.
It's almost like a training aid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ practiced with it at the Open. Scottie even hit a couple balls with it. It's
And
just
they probably
good to put it
weren't
down
doing
and
that
see
because
the
it wasn't
feedback.
on the TP5 or TP5X.
No,
right?
it wasn't.
So they
'Cause it
weren't
came out on tour
right,
response initially.
right.
Yeah. So really good.
There's Dan's
Dylan Dethier.
We had a lovely walk.
Lord Voldemort to your Harry Potter.
We had a lovely walk. We're actually quite good friends. You guys, this is a fake ass narrative.
All protein bars generally taste the same, but not One bars. One made protein bars actually delicious with Reese's and Hershey's. These things are excellent. You've seen them in a bunch of our videos we've been posting, that we will be posting. I've got a ton at my house. They're just a perfect on-course golf snack.
They are delicious. Yeah, you put them in your golf bag. You know, you're on like the 8th hole. You didn't eat breakfast. And you're like, man, I'm starving out here. Pull One bar out. They got Reese's. They got Hershey's cookies and cream. The flavors are dynamite. And again, you put them in your bag, and they're the perfect on-course snack.
Yep, and they got a bunch of protein in them and
18 grams.
3 grams of sugar, which is like for a snack that tastes that good. You have to keep it in your golf bag. Like you said, it's a lifesaver out there at the end of the day. On the golf course, super hot. You need energy. The One protein bar is the way to go.
18 grams of protein, only 3 grams of sugar, like Frankie said. One also has other delicious flavors: birthday cake, maple glazed donut, blueberry cobbler. It's just fantastic. Try new One Reese's Peanut Butter Lovers Protein Bar and One Hershey's Cookies and Cream. These One bars are fantastic. Go try them now. What are you expecting out of the fore-play's first 3 tee shots today in the Creator Classic ceremonial moment?
Fairway, fairway, fairway.
My
Oof.
guy. I love that.
I
out
think
of you.
2 are going in the fairway.
Wow.
High fade.
I think you're hitting the fairway.
high fade.
Trent.
What are you playing? A cut?
I play a little draw, which is scary.
Draw?
It is
Yeah.
what it is. I'm gonna
Fade,
go
fade,
for,
draw.
I'm gonna go for it.
Power
go for
fade
it.
probably out
let
of
me
me.
tell you something though. This is going to be nothing like hitting shots in front of Tiger.
We were just
And you
talking
That's
guys
what I
all
said.
accomplished that. So this
he
is nothing.
said he said it was the biggest shot of his life. I said no
No.
chance.
The only problem is that there's no second option. Like he was saying, Tiger would have been like, all right, I see another one. I mean, Trent duffed,
He hit,
Trent duffed like 8 in
he
a
said
row.
hit another one 6 times. to me.
And then he
No,
goes, all
I
right,
still
get this
didn't
guy
do it.
off the tee. And then Trent goes, give me one more. He goes, oh, we have an addict.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he goes, we have an addict.
No way he
Yeah.
said that.
Now you
Yeah.
can align your ball to the fairway. I mean, come on. We got you everything you need.
Oh, we have an addict. I
Frank's
love
got a new
it.
shaft.
That's another issue. Is,
We
dude,
got
I'm
new
going to be
grips.
so
We
nervous. I'm not going to be able to
We
line
just
this
went on
ball
the
up.
bus. We just went on the tour track.
Yeah.
We got new grips.
And I got a hat.
Love it. Full service. I'm
Oh,
going to go give this iron to Colin Morikawa.
what do you got in there?
CB?
CB.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got those in the bag now.
Can
I
I
went
touch
down
it?
to the Kingdom last week.
Really?
I got them in the bag.
I just
7,
touched
8,
Colin
9 pitching
Morikawa's,
wedge.
Wow.
4 iron.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to hit a lot of
Man,
those today?
I
or
don't
this
know if
week?
I'm sitting on
No,
like
he
a
has the one that
nerve or
says
something
Proto
on my
it,
ass.
so we're just going to give him the one that says CB
I'm
on
losing.
it. He's been playing it for a while. He played it before. It was
Same
even
club?
out. Yeah, same
I'm
club.
losing something.
You guys
here.
making any consistent changes based on the conditions of the course or anything this week?
Not really. Like Colin's got a couple different bounce options in his 60, like TW, low bounce, and then Tommy was playing around with a high toe 456. He usually only plays 52 and 60, but he was saying last week he had some 56 shots that he
Yeah,
would
he's
have
got a
needed.
crazy top end of the bag. He's got like
Yeah.
driver, mini driver, 3-wood, 5-wood or something.
5 wood, 9 wood.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, so you'd have
You got 4 woods.
He's got 4
Yeah.
woods.
have to
Because
take
they're
the-
so good at
I mean,
taking
it
off
is fleet
speed with
wood,
the
so
yeah.
you know.
They're so good at
Hey.
taking off speed.
Whoa.
But
From the wedges, they're so good at like taking off speed and adding speed that like they have such good distance control. So he'd rather have the flexibility at the top of the bag.
I went down to 3 wedges now.
Did you?
Yeah. I got a 60, a 54 that Esse sent me, and a pitching wedge.
But the pitch went like from the set.
No,
You got a 46.
degree MG4.
Sick.
It's been nice.
I love that. I have a 48. I use it
I got
around
a couple
the greens
videos
a
coming
lot.
out next couple weeks for my 54-degree wedge, which is the new Esse one, is a weapon.
You should name it like Esse, like Bryson names his clubs.
I
Yeah.
might write dancing Esse, the dancing letters.
Dancing, yeah.
Esse
I
on
think my
there.
54 degree is my favorite club in the bag
It's
right now.
such a good club.
I use it from 40 yards to 110.
I got to shout out the MG4s too, because my friend Bill from Boston, he broke one of his wedges when we were in Wisconsin like a month and a half ago, and I was like, let me hit up. I hit up Barbuti. Barbuti sent him a full set of MG4 wedges, and the kid was like, these are the best wedges I've ever hit. Just fire up about it. So shout out to Barbuti.
New high toast too.
Those
right.
just came out, right?
With like 5 different grinds.
Yeah.
I was trying those out at the Kingdom last week.
Yeah, really
ATV, ATU, yeah, they've got
ATC,
everything.
yeah.
My new wedge looks like a fucking skate park when you turn it around. It's got like one thing there, and then it's got another one on the back. It's awesome.
Versatility, baby.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I saw that video of like all the
Let's go.
Grant Horvat like 40-yard dispersion.
Yeah.
I was gonna do a daily 9 of it, but I didn't have time. But I was gonna just be blading those wedges all over the place, and I was like, TaylorMade's probably not gonna love that. All right,
Colin's on the furthest part of the golf course away from me.
man.
So
Oh,
You got a
track.
sweaty walk coming.
All right,
just
Mike.
to bring him that
Grind.
4-iron.
All right.
Jesus.
See ya.
I'll be here when you guys hit these shots.
Oh,
All right.
I'm wishing you the best.
We'll make you proud, buddy.
I'll be thinking of you in Comfort Plus 12D on the way home.
All right. Damn.
See ya.
So,
See
yeah,
ya.
Love you,
Esse.
Mike.
That's Mike Esse from TaylorMade. Great guy.
change my flight.
He's got to literally run his dick off right now. Change your flight.
I might as well.
You gonna
DC,
stick around?
this weekend, Friday night, we're playing Pup Punk, and then Saturday, Philadelphia. We're at the Underground Arts Center, I believe it's called, the Underground Arts Theater. That's going to be in Philly, and I believe in DC it's like the Union something. But make sure you go to Pup Punk, something Union. Pup Punk on our website, on all our socials. Tickets are going fast, especially now it's a week of the show. DC and Philly, we're coming. It's an absolute party, so make sure you come. It's a lot of fun.
DC. I like DC as a guy that's been into politics and history and whatnot.
Yeah.
Walking around the
Good city.
all the monuments and everything. DC.
I'm playing
Ball.
Congressional on Friday
Nice.
with PFT.
That'll be sweet.
Wow. Nice.
Be serious.
Yeah, they redid that a few years ago, right?
Yeah, they took all the trees out of that place. It looks totally different.
I got a funny. So Hale Irwin was on my flight yesterday.
Okay. You recognized him?
Yeah, and Brandel was on my flight, so Brandel introduced me to him while we were all waiting to board, And Hale Irwin, I could tell he had a little smirk right away. And he's like, "What kind of trouble are you going to get into this week?" So he was like, "Barstool guy," kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which was nice. And then afterwards, we were waiting for our golf bags together, and it was just an all-time like golf guy move, where he kind of rolls over to me and he's like, "So what do you got this week?" I was like, "Oh, we're doing this creative thing. I'm just going to be there for like a day." And then right away, he just went into, "Yeah, I saw they redid that." I was like, "Yeah." And then he's like, everywhere they're just taking all these trees out. And the next thing you know, I was in about a 10-minute conversation with Hale Irwin, and he was like, "What about the history?" And he's just getting into it. And I was like, 3-time U.S. Open winner right here, just being like,
Yep.
"I really think they got to stop taking all these trees out."
Some serious tree talk.
all the old guard are really pro tree. Remember Gary Player? It was one of the like made
Chambers
for TV
Bay when he
matches.
went crazy,
It was
remember
something. It was on TV, and he was like basically calling everyone like you're ruining the world. You're causing global warming.
Oh,
He was
I
like,
do
He was
remember
like,
that.
"Stop cutting down the trees. These
That
trees
was
are
an
beautiful. I
unbelievable
love
clip.
trees."
It was great. Hale Irwin, super nice guy, and he was just getting into it. He just couldn't help himself. He's like, "God, they just keep taking out all these trees."
He's been wanting to talk to somebody about trees
Yep,
for a while.
and he's like, I was at Oakmont for an event like last year, and I didn't even recognize it. You can hear all the cars from the freeway. He was just going in on it, and I was
Yeah,
like,
these-
"Dude,
these-
fuck
These
it.
people in their shanties.
Go off, Hale. I got you deserve it, dude." And then I looked him up afterwards. I was like, I was trying to get all the stats and he's like got the second most wins in Champions Tour history.
Yeah, he's got like 30 or something. Or
He's
40.
got an insane
How
amount
many
of
majors?
Champions Tour
4
wins.
or just
3. Won the U.S.
just the
Open
3
3
US
times.
Opens?
Finished top 5 in all the other majors. And just incredibly nice guy from Joplin, Missouri. So Missouri boy.
Yep.
And then he was flying here to go to the Payne Stewart Award last night, which I saw Brandt Snedeker was the recipient.
That's right. That's like the man of the PGA Tour's version of the man of the year.
Bald as hell.
Yeah,
Yep.
he went Chrome Dome.
Shaved
Wow.
Yeah, he came home.
Was stunning.
Before the memorial, I remember I saw him the first day. I was like, "Holy crap!" And he was wearing no hat. You could tell he was really trying to get some color on that Chrome Dome.
Looked like Mr. Freeze up there.
Yeah, it's
It was
cold.
crazy.
It's cold.
Brandt Snedeker shocked me this year. We went. I was up at the Canadian Open with Alistair Doherty when he was up there, and it was playing hard. And Brandt Snedeker shot not a great round in the first round. And of course, Colt Knost invites us out to the bar that night, so we go to the bar, and Brandt Snedeker was sitting at the bar, and he was the nicest guy and
Yeah.
was so into hanging at the bar.
Oh.
And he kept, we're like, "I'll do one more." It wasn't like he was getting shit-faced. It was Thursday night. He had to play it the next afternoon. I think he had a late tea time or something. But he kept being, "Yeah, I'm in for one more." And he was just telling stories. He was in on all the gossip. He was the nicest fucking guy.
Okay.
And Brandt Snedeker, I always looked at as like, I don't know, quieter, pretty reserved.
Wonder
You don't really
Bread.
hear much from him. That's right. And he was great. He was charismatic. He was funny. He was awesome. So that was my
Wow.
only ever interaction with Brandt Snedeker.
He's the man of the year.
Yeah, and there he is, the man of the year. So it was nice to see. All right. We got closest to the pin, I believe.
Oh, I
Somebody
do.
come
I
with
have,
that?
I have closest to the pin. I've got him this week. Do we want to do recap and all that?
Yeah.
Alex Bush.
Yeah,
Gravy
we can
train?
do that.
Do we have a sponsor for this, Bushman?
Barstool Sports.
Barstool Sports?
It is
Yes.
funny. It is funny how many Gravy Train comments I see on our YouTube.
On the
Gravy
yeah,
train.
it's insane.
So keep doing that. If you go to our YouTube
Young
page from
Gravy.
this podcast and you're listening,
Oh,
comment Gravy
Someone
Train.
DM'd me. Young Gravy is from Rochester, Minnesota.
Young Gravy's a real person.
from Rochester.
Not New York. Rochester,
Rochester,
Minnesota. I believe.
Oh,
Hilarious.
It was a Young Gravy.
How does
That's a
someone
person?
claim to
Yeah.
invent
I was just
gravy?
calling you that.
Oh no, I thought.
No, he's saying
I don't know. Apparently.
he's saying young. Did you say Young Gravy?
Yeah,
Young
Young Gravy.
Gravy's from Rochester.
Oh.
Yeah, Young Gravy's from Rochester, Minnesota. Frankie thought Gravy came from Rochester,
I
Minnesota.
was like, that's fucking nuts.
The home of gravy.
You gotta think that it was
Alex is moving
that's
the
an
right
old
away.
world.
Brother, we've had gravy since the beginning. I think
Yeah.
it's like
And I-
the wheel and gravy.
Yeah, and gravy was like all they ate for I think thousands of years.
They just slurp it up.
That
They
was
just
it.
slurp it
You
up.
have any,
that's
you
right,
got
huh?
any comment on Young Gravy?
Young Gravy messaged me
That's right.
a couple months ago, or a couple weeks ago, and just wrote, "My guy,"
Sick.
and I wrote back, "I don't know what this is, but I love it."
Did he respond to that
Nope.
one? Nope. It's a good interaction.
My God.
I think he got a little wild in the DMs because didn't he like DM the Hawk Tua girl? I don't know if he got like hacked.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was going viral for DMing the Hawk Tua girl.
All right, Alex Bush, let's get an update.
All right. So last week,
Alex Bush got stopped at the airport for having gravy. He had so much gravy packets in his.
I thought you weren't gonna.
pockets.
You said you weren't gonna bring
They
that
actually
up.
wouldn't let him through. They actually wouldn't let
Said
him
you wouldn't say
through
that.
You said you wouldn't bring it up.
TSA because he had so much gravy packets in his pockets.
He's like, but
he
but-
thought that
but
didn't
sir,
count
it's
as
not
liquid.
a liquid.
Right.
Sir, this gravy isn't liquid. It's like, let's have a philosophical debate about
Yes.
what gravy is.
And then he grubbed it to show that it wasn't
Right.
a liquid.
I just ate it all right there.
So, I think Frankie might have it. I don't know if you took a video of it. Him chugging gravy
Yes.
at TSA.
Yeah.
It
To
is.
get rid of it.
It's an interesting debate because is gravy a liquid or is it a topping or
Yeah, is it food?
is it a dressing?
I feel like I'm back in that moment with Alex Bush arguing
Yeah.
with the TSA agent.
Loss is mine.
Let's get an update here, Alex.
all right. Okay. Last week we had first close to the pin, points first. Whoa, I am stuttering.
You
English.
all right there?
English.
Somebody get this guy some
For
gravy.
Florida State against Georgia Tech in Dublin,
Oh.
21 points.
They lost,
lost
didn't
that
they?
game.
Lost.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Nah.
hit that over on the first half though. It's just great to be back with college football. It was. Did you guys see? Did you guys watch that game?
Yeah,
Yeah, I had Florida State minus 10.5.
Bro,
So
the
did I.
over under was
Oh.
28. I'm
That's
sorry,
sick.
27 and a half. It was 14-11 with like 15 seconds to go. And they had to rush all the way down the field with obviously the half is coming up. And there was a ridiculous pass interference called that got them into field goal range. And then they hit it and
They
it
hit
was
it at the end.
28.
Bang.
And it's just like, we're back. Like when you're watching a game like that where you're dead in the water and something happens that gets your team back into it and they have to hit a field goal with 0 time on the clock and they hit it and you're like, I just won by a half a point.
Was
That's why we
wasn't
play
it a long
the game.
field goal too?
Yeah, that's why we play
Yeah.
the game.
DraftKings, baby.
Okay,
DraftKings.
so 21 points. We all were above that. Dan closest with 27.
Dan's hot right now.
Dan, well, for the first question, that's all you got.
Okay. That's 1
All
out
right.
of 4.
Justin Thomas score in round 2 at BMW, 72. Me, Trent, and Riggs all was 67 was the closest.
What'd he shoot?
Oh,
72.
Jesus.
He made it, though. He's
CT?
here. Yeah.
You made it.
Last
Yeah.
guy in.
Yeah, so we each got one there.
Yep, we each
All
got
right,
one.
All right.
Then miles between BMW and Tour Champ,
Oh boy.
1,300 or 1,392 miles.
Someone was close.
Closest was Trent. He was 142 off.
all right.
So
Wow. How many off?
you had 1,250.
142.
Wow.
And then Frankie
me
was
too.
183 off. So you were close on the
Wow.
other side.
Good guesses.
That is good.
All right, Dan, you're going to have to help me with this pronunciation. Do you remember? The
Huh?
Iceland city?
Reykjavik?
Reykjavik. Okay.
Reykjavik.
High temp in Reykjavik,
I heard a
Iceland on
rumor that if
Saturday.
you fly to Reykjavik, they'll fly you anywhere else in Europe for free. It's like whatever that airline is, like the Iceland Air or
Iceland
whatever.
Air, yeah.
You go there, you become a tourist there, you spend a day or two, and they'll fly you to Italy.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a incentive. That could be the world's worst rumor that's just not true.
That
I
sounds
wanna go to Iceland.
unlikely.
I
Looks like
saw
an
on
insanely
the
beautiful
flip side
place.
of that, I saw some people got see you later because of they were in an ice cave in Iceland and it collapsed.
They
No.
passed away?
Gone.
Oh man, that's a bad way to
which
go.
I was thinking that's got to be about as bad as it gets.
That's a bad way to go.
My
Yeah,
wife
they're
went
like
to
a-
Iceland with her friends. It's like a trip that I forget she took, and the pictures are out of control.
They're out
Isn't
of
that like
control.
Blue Lagoon?
It looks like Game of Thrones.
The
It's like-
town looked awesome. All the different colors. It's almost like you're in like Burano in Venice, but there's all just like coldness around.
yeah.
Fucking sick.
I don't want Big Iceland to come after me. I want to go there, but
Big
I want people to be aware of the hazards when
Yes.
you go to Iceland.
So we were all laughing at Trent because he was 48 degrees. It was 50.
It was 50.
50
In August.
in August.
Do
That
it,
is
folks.
so
So we're
That was the
all
high?
way above. Yeah. Yep.
Fahrenheit?
Yes, Fahrenheit.
Unbelievable.
That's why I'm
Celsius, that would
numero
be the end of the world, right?
It's up there. Yeah, that'd be like 130 degrees or something.
Yeah, because like 25 is
back
really
and,
hot, right?
The whole country would just melt immediately.
That's why I'm close to the pin champ.
Oh man, that's good stuff.
Hell yeah. All right, so what are the standings?
Oh.
we took a tree down at my house. Speaking of trees, and
Did you have to get like a permit for that?
yeah, and I was pretty upset about it.
Is that because it was gonna like potentially fall on your house?
Yeah, there was like a hole in it, and squirrels were getting in it and pissing and shitting down it. And my neighbor was like, "This thing's going down at some point. Like it's rotting from the inside." It was a tall ass tree. I'm talking double the size of this. Like
Whoa.
way up there.
Was it the one touching your house?
One to the right over the driveway. Massive tree. Double two sizes of my houses basically.
Wow.
And I don't know. I just like I just felt like that tree's been there long before I fucking moved there with my 3 TVs in my basement and I'm spanking myself all over the place. Like that tree didn't deserve to get fucking chopped down because we don't like the needles that fall down on the driveway.
It's bad karma.
You know?
Is there a new tree plan?
No.
No.
It
You gonna
was
plant
it was
something?
creating
That's kinda
chaos in our driveway. Like all these like acorns were falling on the cars and breaking windshields
Yeah,
and
that's
shit.
bad.
It was too much.
Yeah.
It was too much.
Yeah, but you get like a more modest tree. You know?
Yeah, we probably should fit something else in
For
it.
future
Sorry,
generations,
just
you
looking
know?
at this tree just made me
I've
think of it.
got potentially devastating news for you.
What?
You remember you were talking about the Rizzler?
Yeah.
He was at Barstool Sports today.
Oh my god, I thought you were gonna say he died.
No.
That's way
My
better.
heart just fucking stopped.
I just saw he sat
The
the office.
Rizzler's at Barstool?
Dude, look at hold on.
The Riz?
So I didn't know anything
The
about this guy,
Rizzler.
but then Frankie
That's
started
funny.
talking about him, and I
That
just
is
saw
funny.
that there's
he
like a
cracks me up, man.
He's a funny guy.
Oh my god.
You're gonna
His
love this
dances.
picture I'm about to show you.
He's like Glenny Balls.
It's Glenny Balls and
both
the
wearing a tank
Rizzler.
top.
Sorry, I didn't mean to knock us off
okay.
course here.
I really thought you said he died.
No,
I
wouldn't have brought that up.
This doesn't need to be a closest to, but I just looked it up. How old do you think the oldest tree in the world is?
Wow.
14,500 years old.
Okay.
I'm gonna for
That's way
oldest
too old,
tree
by the way.
it's living. So
It's considered the oldest living thing in the world. This tree.
800.
I know, I went way too high, and I took the steam
I'm gonna
out
say
of it.
like 1,400 years old.
I would have been way low. I would have said like 400 or 500
500.
years.
Yeah.
4,852
What?
years old.
Okay.
Where is it?
It's called
Wait.
Methuselah, and
Okay,
it
I
is
was
in
gonna say-
Eastern California.
Oh, wow.
It's in America.
We got to go check
in
that
the
out.
White Mountains of Eastern California. It's considered the world's oldest living thing.
What does
I
it
love
look
that
like?
they're not saying it's like 4,800 years old.
Tree.
They have it down to the year.
Yeah, you
What
can
does it
carve
look
with the
like?
rings and all the shit. Like,
It's
pull
in
up this
America, but it's so much older than
picture.
America.
Oh, it looks sick. Is
It's
that
like Game
real?
of Thrones.
One to America when that thing was there.
Yeah, it's the coolest.
That's right.
It's the coolest tree I've ever seen in my entire
Oh
life.
my God,
You gotta
look
go
at
to
this
this tree.
tread.
Oh, that's cool.
You gotta go
Well,
to
it
this
looks
tree, Dan.
dead.
Eastern California is a place I've never been. Wow, that's cool.
We got to go to that
It
tree.
looks old. You know, it's got the look.
Holy shit. What a
All right,
tree.
closest to the pin brought to you by Trent Ryan.
I'll give you the updates quick. We have Trent 52, Alex 44, Dan 42, Riggs 36, Frankie 35.
Okay.
I'm saving this tree to my phone.
19.
See this tree?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
All
Dude,
right.
it's sick.
it's a cool tree.
It's Tour Championship week. I got 2 Tour Championship questions. The first one is, which player in the field will have the lowest round of the entire week? So there's 30 players playing. Who will have the lowest round? Not a number. Who's the player who's going to shoot the lowest over the court? Like, not total, but the lowest singular round.
Okay.
Okay.
And how are we doing this since we're all in person?
text.
Text it.
Say it at the same time or no? That's what we've done.
No.
No?
Let's do a text.
All right.
Lurch has been getting active in the text group lately.
That drives me crazy.
Frank. I went with one that I don't think anybody else is going to go with, but I think we all probably did that. So
All right. Danny Rapp, Ben On, the weapon.
The weapon.
Trent, JT, Riggs, Wyndham Clark,
Frankie, Victor Hovland, Alex Ludwig, Oberg.
Okay.
5 different
I like
answers.
that. I was gonna say I wanted some variety because if you do what's the lowest round going to be, we're all going to be like mid-60s.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a good
So
one.
is this
Good
a
one.
is this a 2-pointer then?
Yep. That's a
Yeah, of
two-pointer.
course.
That's
Two
your
or
potentially
none.
a two-pointer.
call.
Yes.
2 or none.
I like
Yeah.
that. Okay. Another Tour Championship question. How many Eagles total in the field this week at the Tour Championship?
It's a lot of work for Alex
Okay.
Bush.
I'll be honest, I don't have a clue what to guess here. I don't know if people have any sort of background they want to give.
well, there's 30 players.
There's 30 players.
So
That's
start
right,
there.
small field.
So there's
30
30
players. What's the percentage they make an eagle?
See, these are things I should have looked up.
Shoot. Hold on. Let me think. Put
We could
my
be
brain-
way off.
Yeah, please.
So this guy, we get no free shout outs, but I'll give him a shout out. This guy, Dubloon, he's got these little markers.
Oh
I
yeah,
want
I
to
was
talk about
talking
it
to
because
them.
I've been sitting
Maybe the
on it. It's been
dinosaur
hurting. Dude, they make
diamonds.
they make incredibly cool but like high end markers with diamonds in them.
Yeah, my problem is I lose those things.
I know
a
you
lot.
lose them.
You lose everything.
Very
well, yeah,
cool.
that's true. They need an air tag in them.
You do. You're a loser.
I lose
So cool.
fucking.
You are a
every-
loser.
You're a loser.
No,
Yeah, I
fucking
guess so.
loser.
I guess so. I'm the guy who loses things.
Some people are keepers.
'em
You're a
out.
loser.
I'm a loser.
All right.
That's like in hockey when somebody's kid would hook other kids.
He's a
The
hooker.
mom would yell, "Why that kid's a hooker!" Always got a good laugh out of people.
Frankie 6, Dan 15, Trent 17, Alex 11, Riggs 8.
I had no idea what to guess there.
I feel like there's not a ton of eagles in the game of golf.
I feel like my math was you got to eagle like 1 out of every 2 tournaments for these guys, maybe ish. Does that sound high?
I went the other way and thought like I feel like there's a couple eagles around.
Just total.
Yeah,
Yeah. We'll
but
see. Good golf.
like out of 30 people, I don't know. I didn't really.
All right, next question. Baseball question. New York Yankees question.
Holy shit.
Wow.
How many home runs will Aaron Judge have by Monday? So he currently has 51 home runs, having one of the greatest offensive seasons in history.
125 ribbies or something like that. I
They've
don't know
got
why
a-
they keep throwing the ball to him.
We're recording this on Wednesday. They've got a game against the Nationals tonight, and then they've got 3 games against the Cardinals this weekend. So after that stretch against the Cardinals this weekend, how many home runs will Aaron Judge have?
51, you said right now?
He's at 51
Oh,
right now.
sorry.
He's currently at 51. We know what Frankie guessed.
Damn.
All right.
Dude, he doesn't. He's incapable of hitting the ball not over the fence right now. He's batting like 336.
So sick. It's going to be him and Ohtani again, the MVP, right?
Yeah, he's.
When's the last time that 2 guys, like it was back-to-back in
I don't
both
know.
leagues? Probably a long time.
Probably. Yeah.
Back-to-back in both leagues?
All right. Frankie 55, Dan 52, Trent 53, Alex 54, Riggs 53.
Oh,
Wow. All right, Aaron.
okay.
Got to get on your horse.
And then the last one, WNBA question. Indiana Fever versus the Chicago Sky Friday night. Big rivalry game.
Wow.
Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Is it in Indiana or where is
Is that
it?
tonight?
No, I'm not sure. No, Friday night.
Or Friday.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, it's good. And then how many points will Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have combined?
Good questions.
Thank you, Dan.
Angel Reese stinks, so.
God! I
Frankie.
keep sending it without.
Almost in. I'm sending now.
All right. Frankie 51, Dan 31, Riggs 41, Trent 49, Alex 48.
Okay. That's closest to the pin for this week.
Nice questions.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Quick little from the gallery question here. We had Mike Esse on the show. We're talking a little TaylorMade. TaylorMade presents From the Gallery, where you guys submit questions for play at barstoolsports.com. We like to hear from you. I like to talk about what you guys are talking about, whether you prefer the softest 5-layer tour ball in TP5 or the fastest. That's how now we've got a half club longer, by the way, in the TP5X. You'll be playing a golf ball that performs like it was built for you. So what if the golf ball you're playing isn't the number one ball for you? No matter what you choose, every TP5 and TP5X is designed to help your game. We got the new stripes in the TP5 and TP5X, which we've been showcasing. They're awesome, simple. Line up your tee shot, line up your putts. They're great. Head to TaylorMadeGolf.com today to find the number one ball for you. That is TaylorMadeGolf.com, presenting From the Gallery. I got a question for you two that me and Dan did on the last show.
Let's do it.
We're talking because Lydia Ko won at the old course.
Yep.
And so we had each guy, we went and said our top 5. If you could win 5 events in golf history, all at 5 different courses, what courses would you choose? Like, what are your top 5
The courses?
coolest for you favorite venues to win at? That like the pictures you're gonna have in your home for the rest of your life are from what 5 courses that you won at?
TPC Deer Run,
Okay.
No brainer.
Yep.
Augusta,
Yep.
Old Course.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There was a lot of Pebble talk. There was some Oakmont talk. There was some Shinnecock talk. There was some Pinehurst talk from yours truly, if you could have guessed that.
Riviera Sawgrass.
Riviera's a good one.
Riviera's a nice one.
Get some.
Sawgrass
say-
a nice one too.
Pebble, Augusta, Bethpage. I like Sawgrass would be great.
Imagine a Frank Borelli the third win at Bethpage Black.
Oh my God!
No Old Course out of you guys?
And the
I
old
said
course,
Old Course,
yeah,
didn't I?
old
Oh, you
course.
did? Okay,
Old course
okay.
for sure.
Okay. I think Old Course and Augusta and Pebble.
What were your guys'?
I think those 3.
I basically was Frankie's, but Pinehurst instead of Sawgrass, I think.
I think
I
did,
saat Bethpage.
I think I did. Oakmont.
Winning at Bethpage would be insane.
I think I did
For
Oakmont.
you.
I can't remember the last one.
Crazy.
For you, it'd be off.
Oh,
the
you
charts
said the
winning
Spanish
out there.
course.
Oh, Valderrama. I
Yeah.
said Valderrama in
Yep.
Spain.
Oh, wow.
Because it just looks like a sick place.
You love Spain.
I like Spain. Spain.
You like Spanish.
I
You
like
speak
Paige
Spanish.
Spiranac.
Yeah, I speak
Hello,
Spanish.
Paige.
I'm looking around.
She's behind you.
I can't look directly behind me.
She's
It's
taking a
possible.
photo.
Of us?
No, with someone else.
Damn it.
Yeah,
What's up? How you doing? Nice to
Hi,
see ya.
Paige.
Oh, I thought you were coming in for a hug.
I was trying to get on the ground with you.
Nice to see ya.
Hi,
Paige Spiranac,
Paige.
everybody.
Are you guys going live right now?
We are live.
Hi.
We're not live. But
You're not live. You're going.
What are your expectations tonight?
Um,
Shit, I just laid on my water bottle.
to not finish last,
Okay.
to not snap hook the first tee shot,
Same.
and to not lose any golf balls.
There's been a lot of talk about favorites. Who do you think finishes last?
Well, I'm favorited to finish last.
What? You were number 2 in the power rankings I saw.
That was clickbait.
Uh-huh.
That they did that on purpose.
Yeah,
I
where
felt
was
like
that
that
from?
was a fire because they knew that I was just gonna be absolutely roasted on that one, which I did.
Yeah, they set you up there. That's kind of bullshit.
You know, I'm really bad under pressure. I think it might be me.
Me too.
No, let them set you up for low expectations. You come in and you crush the field. No chance.
You're not going to lose balls. They have
No
spotters
chance.
for you guys.
We played in the Desert Open together. You're more or less nervous for today than that.
You know what? I was less nervous playing the Desert Open because you guys were playing with me.
Yeah.
And like you just have like a real calming presence.
Thank you.
And
We
I
appreciate
wish that we were playing together
Yeah.
again. I felt like it would be magic.
We didn't make the
Would've been
cut.
amazing.
You had
We
you
didn't make
have
the cut.
Brad, Garrett, and then who's the other one?
Mason?
And Mason. So
Mhm.
do you know those guys at all?
I haven't played with Mason before, and then I played with in a group with Garrett and Brad at their Midwest Open
Got it.
event. Brad is an absolute stick.
Brad's a beast.
Brad's my pick.
Yeah, I think out of everyone I've played with so far, and I haven't played with everyone yet, he has like the ultimate game.
Yeah,
he like hits it a mile. He's so consistent. Really amazing short game. Makes a ton of putts. So he's I think he's my pick.
Garrett's really. I mean, there's
Garrett,
fucking great.
think
You're
about
great.
Garrett.
Everybody's
Garrett
great.
can go super low. So like he could go out there and just shoot like 6 under, or
That would
he
be
could
great.
just not like his driver can maybe get a little wayward, and then he'll still play great. But like he can go really really low.
He's a creative type of player. I feel like if he's faced with like creative type of shots, he's unstoppable.
He's trick shot. He's
Yeah,
insane
but-
at those.
And there's mayhem on social media already.
Is there?
Oh
I
yeah.
saw some mayhem.
Oh yeah.
With
I
Wesley,
saw
or-
some. There was
Yeah.
there was some tea going on.
There's
being
some
spilled.
tea going
I
on.
missed that whole thing.
Wesley was firing back at people who said he shouldn't be playing.
Got it.
Yeah, and then he also got really mad because they put George, according in a clickbait article, 7th in the power rankings.
He
And
was
so
like,
he was
"You're a
not happy."
bad person." Like it was wild.
It was pretty personal.
Yeah, it was.
He got really
fun,
upset
though.
over like an article. It was,
Yeah, I like that. Now we got now. This is getting a little
It
closer
is,
to
yeah.
our
You just
world.
said I shouldn't have been second. I mean, you didn't have to go all that way.
No, that's wild.
I know.
But yeah, there was people were getting fired up about it, which I hope that's the case out there. I hope people get fiery. I want some
What should
drama.
I say to people? What should my shit talking strategy be?
You always had that hitch in your swing. That's a good one.
yeah, when did you start? When did
No,
you start doing?
not what people say to you.
When did you
Are
start?
you guys nervous for the first tee shot?
As nervous as can
so
be.
nervous.
Really?
Yeah.
Kidding me?
We don't get redemption. If we hit a bad shot, we just go to the bar.
Okay, so
Which
I
is-
know you're first, and then who
I
goes?
think I'm second.
I'm third.
Well, you never miss a fairway.
No.
Every time
Crowd's
we
gonna go
play
nuts.
together, you have never hit a first bad shot.
That Desert Open, I stuck it to 10 feet.
Yeah,
that
you-
was incredible.
You crushed it.
That was
That
fun.
was
That
amazing.
was a moment.
Yeah, that was a moment.
That
But
was a moment.
I'm always worried I'm going to hit somebody in the forehead, and then they're going to have to get the ambulance out there, and then it's going to be a whole thing.
Desert Open, what'd you like raise the roof then after?
Yeah,
you
I
did
didn't even
that?
watch it land. As long as it was in the air, I was happy.
How
That's it.
far are you?
Flying into the
How
night
far are you
sky.
two have come from hitting a shot out of your ass?
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
come
do
a
you
long
want to
way.
run that back today?
That would be a great
Wait,
first tee shot.
Which end?
First tee front and then go on the.
Oh man.
We might, I don't know. I mean, you were weirdly like, I would be more comfortable almost you hitting it out of my mouth again because when we went ass, you left a gigantic bruise on
I
it.
need redemption. Can we redo that?
That is.
one day?
Oh man.
That is, if those were flipped, like you're dead.
We
Those were
can.
back in the day when I don't even know if Barstool had health insurance.
We did not. Not when she hit out of my mouth. We did not have
No.
health insurance.
Shit out of your mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
that was way
Did
before.
you, did you
Welcome
hit
to
it?
the show. What?
Yeah.
That
No.
was
Oh, before I got here.
Smoke.
Yeah.
That was like
Smoked it.
2015.
We also, and then we were with Gaz. Gaz was out there.
Yeah.
We ended up doing it like 6 times because like we had to get a couple angles here. And I was like, Gaz, you're gonna kill me, dude.
The last one I got pretty close.
I know.
Too.
I was like, we're
It
done.
was like that slow mo, like low shot. Yeah, that
It was also
good.
not clean because I took one of the. We were at where were we? That place doesn't
We
exist
were at
anymore.
Cracker Jack.
Yeah.
Cracker Jacks.
And
gone.
I just took
RIP.
one of the plastic tees out of the driving range. I put the other end in my mouth.
Yeah.
That's more dangerous.
Dude, anybody who's ever slid one of those things out to put a different sized one in with
Moist.
the gunk that's under
No,
there?
it wasn't white anymore.
No,
It was gnarly.
bad. Yeah.
You suck on that thing, Trent?
Oh,
Maybe a
it was
little.
it was just
Jesus.
fully in there.
Jesus.
Maybe we
Okay,
can maybe we
well,
can redo the ass one at some
yeah.
point.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
good luck,
Good luck
Paige.
today.
Good luck today,
We're rooting
Paige.
for you.
Thank you.
Light it up out there.
Good luck out there.
Bye. Oh,
We almost
man.
had a disaster with the initial hug situation. I knew she was coming down to try and get in on the camera, and then I didn't know if it was a hug because I was laying down.
Yeah, I
And then
know.
you end up
Paige
just
is,
like lay-
crawling down this hill towards
But
you.
then you just are just like hugging Paige laying down at that point, which is
Right.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what
I don't know. What do you mean? It's just like,
Yeah.
it's just like
What do you mean? What do I mean?
you know?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm
talking
with you.
about?
I'm with you, man. That's
couple red-blooded
She-
American males over here.
she
What do you,
did-
what do you
Come on,
want?
dude.
we had her
Like,
on the
you
show.
know, bucket list? I don't know.
We had scratch it off. We had her on the show a couple months ago. Me and Riggs interviewed her in Arizona. Well, we
Oh,
really
look at that.
thank
He's
you,
wearing
brother.
one of
Tour
our tour
championship
championship
merch.
hats. If you're here at East Lake this week, make sure you make your way all the way up the stairs to the merchandise tent. You cannot miss it. It's almost like you're in Greece and you're looking up at one of those metropolises.
It's big.
Greece,
It's-
Georgia.
Greece, Georgia.
Beautiful.
No, you're good.
Absolutely. Just go
All right.
right across. That's all you. Of course, man.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Nice guy.
our merchandise
He apologized.
is
Did he?
Yeah, he's like,
Is-
sorry.
our merchandise could not be in a better spot. We have an entire carpet underneath our section.
Carpet?
Our own
Dude,
carpet.
it's a
Never
big
get carpet.
section.
It's a huge square, and everything in that square is ours. I think there was like 11 racks.
It's a lot. So go out there, get it. People love it. Yeah, people are already getting it and they're wearing it out here.
Are those people all going to the range? The creators? Is that what's
Gotta be,
happening?
yeah.
I think there's
What time
people.
is it?
I think it was a little early for
It's a
that.
little early for the range.
2 hours and 16
What-
minutes before the first tee shot.
Yeah.
I think there's like more fans are gonna start rolling in here. I think for this creator situation,
100%.
like this is gonna be a scene.
I did talk to one other guy that I talked to that I shook hands with. He said that the ticket sales for Wednesday are up.
Higher than they ever had.
It's so weird that in my brain I'm like, dude, there's no reason to be nervous. Who cares? You're just swinging a
golf
golf
shot.
club. Like literally, who cares?
You really guys have no reason to be
If
nervous.
we
But then
didn't
you
have all
are.
the
Like, you could argue that
pre-bullshit
all the
going
time.
into it, I would have said, like, if it was just announced everything from the beginning, there was no tweets, there was no show. Yes, there is no losing. There's just a little bit too many. There's too much stuff going on with these 3 shots.
And you know the Barstool world. I mean, like the Barstool people are going to be analyzing
All
this
over it.
very, very.
Dude,
Yeah, we've been through
intently.
that for a long time. But
it's
yeah,
just,
no, I
it's
get
just
that.
there's just a little more heightened.
I just think it's also for whatever reason in golf, like when you go to a club and you, even if it's a public course, and that first tee is right near the
Oh.
clubhouse and there's other people around and
Dude.
you step up on that tee for no reason whatsoever, you're nervous. You can feel eyes, you can feel
Oh
a
my
couple
God.
eyes from
No way
the
to-
breakfast sandwich crew looking over at you.
Yeah.
There's also no way to prepare. I've said it earlier, but there's no way to prepare for the nerves. Like if
None.
I could take my mind state right now and just transfer it into 4 p.m., I'd be golden. But I know when I get up there, I'm going to be almost in tears. So
Yes, I hit a couple drivers yesterday, just real quick, and I 3 or 4. I was like, "This is meaningless. I don't feel anything.
No,
I'm
it's
just
not
hitting
the
it
same.
out on a range.
It's not the same.
Completely meaningless.
You're just
like,
getting loose.
How do I simulate this?
getting loose.
You're like, ah.
I really need somebody to put the ball on the ground for me. But other than that, we'll see.
We had the appetizer last week. Now it is time to feast college football, college football is back. Full slate, full weekend, huge games. DraftKings Sportsbook is the best way to get involved, have some skin in the game. It's time to go.
It's time.
Yep.
Frankie talks a little bit on the show, actually.
I did, yeah. Florida State, Georgia Tech in Dublin was an amazing game. Just nice to be back. Like, I had that first half, 27.5 over, and, just thinking you're dead in the water, and then at the end of the day, they get a pass interference, and they kick a field goal to get that 28
Boom.
to win by half a point. The juices are flowing. College football is back. DraftKings is the only place to go. Yankee games right now, too. It's great to be betting Aaron Judge home runs right now. We talk about Aaron Judge a lot.
Yeah.
So it's just a fun time to be on the app, especially with everything going on.
Finale this week with golf, so if you want to get involved in that. But football is back. It's all over the place. You should be all over the DraftKings Sportsbook. Super easy for first-timers to get started. Try betting on something simple. Just pick a team to win. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Select your team. Place your first bet. And for all newbies getting into the college spirit, here's something extra special. New DraftKings customers bet $5, get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big with DraftKings all college football season long. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use our code, which is FORE. For new customers, get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. There's a couple crazy scenarios that could occur this week at the Tour Championship there, Dan, right?
There's one scenario in which Ludwig Aubert could have not won a tournament and win the FedEx Cup. Because all year. He won last year in the fall. I think he's like in 5th or 6th place, and he could
Jordan Speed's agent.
Yeah, he could win the FedEx Cup without shooting the lowest score at Eastlake because of the starting strokes. And there is a scenario in which the guy who wins the FedEx Cup is not the guy who won 7 times, including the Masters, or the guy who won 2 majors, but it's a guy who didn't win a single tournament all year. So I don't think the PGA Tour wants that to happen.
That's never happened before.
Never
right?
happened before.
Because I will say, in terms of the net starting, right? There's been a lot of fucking talk about that. Scottie start 10 under, and then what is it, 8 under, and then 7 under, and then all that. The one thing I'll say is I do think at that level, at almost any level, golf really does come down to like who handles it in the moment better than anyone else. So it's almost, what I mean by that is like, if people are like, well, the net, well, after that first round, however things have shaken out, they've shaken out. And like, really, we've seen it a million times where someone's playing so well through whatever it is, 63 holes, and then the back 9, everything changes. The whole game changes. You can feel that you're going to win. Your body feels different, just like we're talking about on this first tee shot. Your limbs feel different. Everything about you feels different. It's like who can actually handle it in that moment. So I'm kind of coming around on the fact that like, yeah, he's got the lead, but that doesn't mean it's locked up. There was the year where Vijay Singh just had to like tee off, I think, right? And he like won the whole thing. We don't have that. So I'm kind of coming around to the fact that like, no, it's going to come down on Sunday to who can handle playing for $25 million better than other people.
Yeah, I mean, once the first tee shots are out, there's no more starting strokes. That's just like what
right.
it is.
That's where you're at.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Scottie, you got to sleep on the lead, 3 nights in a row, 4 nights in a row. So
that's
uncomfortable.
That's a big golf like journalist kind of
sleep
line.
on the lead.
He's got to sleep on the lead for 3 straight nights.
You never sleep well with the lead. Actually, maybe for Scottie, you're a little used to it now.
$25 million for first
it's
place.
third year in a row that he's been number 1 going into this tournament,
and he's never won it.
Well, that's what kind of stinks about like this. It's the same golf. I mean, it's a different golf course this year because they redid it. But like, if you don't like East Lake, it's kind of tough for you in the FedEx Cup. Like if you're not an East Lake guy, every single year you got to come back here and try and win this.
No matter what.
Yeah. So
Scottie finally acknowledged me yesterday.
Yeah. How did that go?
It was great moment. We had heard rumblings that he had said something to somebody on the TaylorMade side. Our guy Mike Esse was like,
just a rumble.
There's a rumble.
There's a rumble.
I like how I thought you were gonna keep their identity a secret, and then you said Mike Esse.
Well, Mike Esse said, like just on one of the tees, Scottie said to him, "Does Frankie actually think I hate him?" Like something to that effect, like
That's
laughing.
Nice. It's nice to get that.
Because I guess I don't know who told Scottie. I actually do think that he just puts the blinders on. He doesn't see anything. I don't know how. And in the year 2024, being a young male like him, like he is, like how to just like not see anything on Twitter or Instagram. I just don't think he does. I think he just avoids it all.
I think that I agree with that.
Even at tournaments, like when I think that he's walking by me and he looks at me, I don't think he sees anything, dude.
No.
I think he just looks straight down. So much so to the fact that we were on the 16th tee box, standing where this camera is. I was standing right in front of Scottie. He hit 3 balls because 2 of them went like OB. They were like gone. And I was like, oh my God, I'm like a bad vibes for him. And then the third one went right down the middle. And he walked right by me so much, we almost brushed shoulders. And I said, oh my God, it's over. Like, this guy actually hates me. And then he turns around and goes, oh, Frankie. I guess Sam Burns had said, did you see Frankie and Trent standing over there? And he gave me a nice little wave. And it was the greatest moment ever. That's the first time I've talked to Scottie since he's been the guy.
That counts?
It counts, for sure.
All right.
It was a nice wave.
It was a very, like, I see you and I want to wave to you wave. Right. I would hope so.
I think so.
It
was a voluntary wave.
Yeah.
It is hard for us to comprehend what having the blinders on is.
Dude.
Like, he sees everyone else as just a blur.
I think that's what it is.
I think you have to.
Some guys out here aren't like that, though. Like, you can walk by Ty Fleetwood and he makes eye contact with you and he's just like, oh, that's Trent and Frankie.
He pulled his car over leaving yesterday and I talked to him.
I think Scottie just doesn't see it. It's like the greatest game ever played where they take all the fans away and it's just the golf course.
Well, dude, it's probably at his level, that's the easiest way to do things. As opposed to being because he's so big now and gotten so popular and has been so successful. If he starts stopping, he's going to be there for 5 hours. Yeah. You have to just blow by people.
What do we think about Scottie saying that he plays as a +7?
Not enough.
At home.
That's not enough.
With his buddies.
That is not even close to enough.
No.
He said he wins like pretty much every match.
Well, because if he's playing against...
He was playing off a +5 before, and then after he won all these tournaments, they made him go to a +7.
So if he's playing against one of his like scratch buddies who's
he said he plays like 15 handicaps.
So I'm saying, like, even if he plays a guy who's like scratch who like Scottie's only giving him 7 strokes.
Scottie giving me 7 shots would be a bloodbath.
Right.
Yeah, it'd be a bloodbath.
I'm taking Scottie every
he can shoot
single
62.
time.
Of course, handicap, he'd probably get a few more, but still.
Yeah.
8 or 9 shots.
It's that's just not low enough. It's just not low enough for the literal best golfer in the world. You know, you hear guys who are like at their club, he's like, oh, he's a +6. It's like, well, Scottie is the best golfer on the planet.
Right.
True.
So it sounds like he should probably be more in like the +10 range.
Yeah, it is funny because like JT was talking about it, right? They're asking him, they're like, well, are you playing as like a +7 basically? And he's like, well, look, like me and Scottie play a practice round, and he's like, hey, what do you want here? You want like a stroke aside or something? He's like, JT's like, that would be the most disrespectful thing in history. So that would never occur. And then JT's like, but the more I do think about it, he's like, I'll play back home with some mini tour guys, and I will say on the first tee, like, all right, so what do you want to do here? Like, let me know for the game. You guys, you need a couple shots. And he's like, I know right then that the match is already over.
If they say they want shots?
No, just in general.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I know it's over. Because they're like, this fucking guy thinks so poorly of me that he showed up and I play professional golf. And he was like, do you need help? But
you want to play the up tees? Like, you need to move a tee up? Like, that's tough. Ooh. For an aspiring pro, that's not what you want to hear.
Look, the handicap thing has been a big part of our internet public lives, and like there are like any pro at a golf course, right? They all just like play off scratch or as a 0, right? Like every club pro, every guy that works in the pro shop there, but it's like, well, that's not a real number.
No,
you could be a 2, you could be a +4,
especially with how it is now. Like my index is like +0.2 or 0.3, but I'm always like, if you play hard course, you're like a 3 handicap.
Yeah,
because that's how it didn't used to be that way. Like before they changed the world handicap system, it was like I always remember being like a 0 or like, but now they bumped it up.
It is funny how much that does matter. Like you'll plug when you really put it into the app and you do a match against your buddies, you see what everybody's handicap is. Like there's courses where I'll get like 3 or 4 more shots on a course than my actual number.
Yeah, and it's like it's also like sometimes like a hard course, like they get the higher handicaps get more shots. Yeah, he's caddying for Sean today.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's
Bubbie Golf.
Let's go, baby.
Bubbie.
The Bubster.
The ray of sunshine. The ray of sunshine.
We're doing better now. What's up?
Come on over here, my man. What's up, brother?
What's up, dude?
God,
Great
keep
to
messing
see you.
everything up there.
I saw you waving to me. I didn't even notice y'all sitting here.
What's up?
Come on out.
How are you?
You're
hopping
hopping in.
Just say hi.
You're hopping in.
Are we live or is this recorded?
This is recorded. Put this out
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you looping today?
I am looping today.
Back to your
I'm
roots.
I'm
Back to your roots.
7 years caddy.
That's right.
There's levels to this. I'm not playing. Trust me. I'm looping for Sean.
Sean's got a really steady game. I think people are sleeping on him.
He is the easiest loop of all time.
Because it's just down the middle.
Fairway, green, maybe make a putt, see what happens. It's phenomenal.
Is he gonna call you in for any reads?
I don't know, dude. I tell you, I'm a better caddy than I am golfer, so I feel like I could bring that value to the table.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow. Have you like scouted the course, or you're just no?
Oh no, dude. No, I got here last night. My parents and my girlfriend flew in last night as well. Cause like, even though I'm not playing, bro, like I've seen you reporting on it. This is the first ever, dog. This is mad. The day before the Tour Championship, they're letting our dumbasses go out there and play.
I know.
It's mad. Same tees. Oh, it's gonna be so cool.
Crazy.
That's Kimmy, by the way. That's my mom.
Hi, Kimmy.
Hi,
Hi,
Mom.
The shot link is out here. You have
Of
the
course.
boards.
Really? So it's gonna be like a PGA Tour production
Yes.
on ESPN Plus and
Peacock.
NBC, everything like
Yeah,
that.
oh yeah.
It's cool. Who's your pick?
I picked Quan, but then
Okay.
I've been calling this the I don't practice open because every single person I talk to is like, yeah, I've been practicing for this. I want one guy to be like, yeah, I've been working hard. I'm trying.
Well, I can tell you,
to win.
Quan was like, I'm terrible. Don't pick me. So I don't feel good about it.
Sean.
Sean is your guy?
Sean's been working. Sean's been grinding. He texted me yesterday. He's like, hey, we're flying all the way out there. Might as well fucking win it.
That's
let's do
there
it.
you
so
go.
nice to hear
Yeah.
because every other person has been like, I got no chance. I haven't practiced in 4 weeks.
It's how debates go. They're trying to lower the bar.
Yes.
Exactly.
They've been practicing. Come on.
The thing is, too, is like obviously we've done the live events and I guess per se, when you film a video, you're playing in front of a lot of people. This is different.
Different,
dog.
man.
It's very different.
So I don't blame people for lowering that bar, bro. Like this is something none of these guys,
The
unless you're like
grandstands,
Sean or Quan, they haven't experienced this, bro. Like this is. I don't blame them. I'd be saying the same thing too. Like,
Totally.
I haven't practiced in a minute. Dude, I'm going out there to have
100%.
fun.
Even at the highest level, like when Tiger Woods comes back from injury, he's like,
Dude.
yeah, I'll work on it on the range. Then I'll bring it to a practice. Then I'll bring it to a practice round in a tournament. And then there's playing an actual tournament round.
It's
Ball and
different.
hole is completely different.
It's different,
So now
bro.
you're putting it down on our level.
Someone
these
is
guys'
mad.
level.
Someone is going to hit a shockingly bad first tee shot.
Yeah.
No.
You're
Like,
looking at it.
I'm saying like someone who is like a +4 handicap is going to like do something that they've never done before in a golf course. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
It's
You put someone with all these people around in the grandstands and weird stuff's going to happen.
There's a +4 on YouTube, then there's a +4 live in front of
Yep.
thousands of people
Yeah,
on
that's right.
live TV on a tour level championship course.
Yeah.
Which is
It's gonna be
understandable.
That they all
amazing.
said is playing really, really hard.
Yeah, dude, the renovations, what is it, fucking 15, dog? That was already, that's a par 3
Yeah,
with
that's
the island
island.
green.
Yeah.
Yes.
That bunker was already like a nice fucking layover there, play, keep
Gonzo.
it gone. Dude, fuck that hole, bro.
They
It
said the
looks
green
so
is
difficult.
so hard and firm they
Fuck that.
can't
Yeah.
use that back tee.
Yeah, they're not.
Really?
There's like
Yeah.
a 220
Oh, so they're
tee.
not
A
using
5
the
iron
220.
wouldn't hold no matter who hits it. They said.
The tour, like the tour rules official, just like X'd it or like we can't.
Damn.
Not
They'll
gonna
play
happen.
for 200 or 205 or something.
Yeah.
That's mad. I have one question for y'all, though. Sorry to kind of hijack the
No,
podcast.
No,
dude.
dude, please.
This is a dream. We're on fumes.
The format they got for the Creator Classic. Like, you could play 8 holes of great golf, and then all of a sudden, it's just top 4 and ties go to the one playoff hole.
It's ridiculous.
Like,
You think it should carry over your score?
there should
I
be
agree with that.
something like that.
there's
like,
just no
say-
incentive to like play well for the
say
first 8
Quan-
holes if
yeah.
you're like a
Say
Quan.
Quan-
Like obviously you want to play
Yeah.
well to get in, but how do you not have any? How do they not give you like an attaboy for winning for the first 8
Yeah.
holes?
Yours in the
Barstool Classic,
Right.
we do the same format, but we do aggregate. You keep your lead.
You keep your lead.
So we do the
Yeah.
top 6 teams, I think, out of like 100.
Because what if Quan goes out there and fires 400 through 8? Phenomenal golf. Then
Right.
the person who shot 1 over gets in at the 4th
Yeah.
and ties, and Eagles the fucking 18th. And
I
then
get
it's
they're
just
doing
like,
it purely for the drama,
It is for the drama.
but it's
for the
like
drama.
I think that's kind of silly.
It's like
Yeah.
golfers
Silly
are all
goose.
the same. Scottie Scheffler, Bubbie golf. Everyone's just
Yeah,
bitching about a
they-
format. It's just the
All
same.
the same.
It's just the same.
Scotty's playing for 18 mil though,
That's
dog.
true. That's true.
just
Yes,
everybody's the same.
Yes,
How
sir.
happy are you don't have to hit a shot?
Ecstatic.
God.
Bro. Throw me in. When they told me that I wasn't playing, I'm like, I'll caddy all day. I just want to
Dude.
be a part of it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
We're
Dude.
inside 2 hours right now. We're just hitting the first
to
tee
hit the
shot, and
first
then we're
tee
done.
shot.
We're
They
going.
won't, they
We're
won't
done.
let us like
Oh,
have any redemption, so we're just gonna go up there, embarrass ourselves, and then that's it.
but that's the nice thing. At least you get to tee the ball up and hit a driver, dude.
Yeah,
You
it's not.
tee it
it's a
up, hit it
nightmare.
hard, and then
Yeah.
get out of there.
Awesome. Well, hey,
All right,
buddy.
buddy.
Dude, you're the man.
I'll let
Love you,
y'all
man.
get
You're the
back
best.
to it.
See ya.
Yes, sir.
Great to
Appreciate
see you, brother.
guys.
Yeah,
yes,
bro.
Sir.
Yep.
Caddy
Thank
your
you,
dick
guys.
off out there.
Here you
Crush
go,
it.
brother. Awesome. Good to see you boys too.
What a
Dude.
guy.
Bubbie golf.
Bobby
See you,
Golf.
Bobby.
Follow him
Good,
everywhere. Get his cigars. He's the best.
We're gonna be
dude.
seeing him a lot the next couple months. We got some fun stuff coming up with him. Precision Pro offers the best rangefinders in golf. They're fast, they're accurate, they're easy to use, providing accurate yardages to plus or minus 1 yard and excellent target lock. Look, we got these a couple months ago, talked about it a few different times, but there's an integrity to this rangefinder, the
can feel
Precision
it.
Pro. When you hold it, you feel it, you sense it, you enjoy it. It works. It's very accurate. It's also got this crazy high tech where you can sync it up and it gives you front back to the green and lasers the pin. Precision Pro, one of the best rangefinders I've ever seen.
Fantastic. It's got, like you said, it's got a good weight to it. It's got the magnet you stick on the side of the golf cart. It's just the whole package. When it comes to rangefinder, there's rangefinders out there that have a couple of these things, but there's nobody who has put it all together. Precision Pro has done that.
It's the Titan Elite is the Precision Pro. Just released its little brother, the Titan rangefinder, so you can get the same accuracy and quality you get with the Titan Elite for less with the same premium build specs minus the Bluetooth features. The Titan gives you everything you need to dial in your game at a lower price. And also, if you need a speaker for the course, check out the Precision Pro Duo G5 or GPS speaker. The Precision Pro Duo GPS speaker with a cool clip for walking, magnet for riding, and audible GPS yardages. Best in industry customer service. They got 90-day money-back guarantee, easy warranty process, 30% upgrade discount for returning customers. Summer sale is happening now. $30 off. We're giving you $30 off all rangefinders at precisionprogolf.com. That ends on September 9th. No code necessary. $30 off all rangefinders, precisionprogolf.com. Yeah, I mean, now we're inside of 2 hours of hitting this.
We got to maybe get to
I
a
gotta like walk
range,
around or something.
Walk around. Gotta stretch my back out.
Yeah, you guys are going to be a little creaky after sitting down for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Or an hour.
I'm gonna stand further away from the ball. I've been thinking.
Oh man,
Dude, no, Riggs.
That-
We got in the car this morning to come here, and it's silent. Me and Brendan and Frankie in the car, just kind of getting to the course, kind of waking up. And first thing Frankie says is, "I had a swing thought this morning." And he said, "I'm
No,
gonna
you know
follow
what it is? Like
Not
when
what
you're
you wanna
playing
hear.
really well, there's certain things that you have to remember to do each time. Some people write it in their notes app. Some people have it. Like Dr. Brett McCabe likes to write things on the golf glove, right? Like whatever it might be, process or lean or whatever, turn the hips, whatever. And I think that in my last couple of rounds of golf, I think I took a 3-week break where I went to Ireland, didn't play much. Like I was just playing that short course at Ashford where didn't really have to hit many drivers. And at the end of the day, I think I've been standing too close to the ball. I think I've been kind of like setting up almost like my iron swing with my drivers. I always remember
Are you
when
pushing
I was
it a lot?
No, I'm just like, I think I'm getting to the ball and I'm getting like really like handsy and I'm like flicking my wrist and I'm hitting like my miss is like a little bit of a hook.
I don't know if getting no further away from it is good if the miss is a hook.
Really?
I'm going to stop talking. I think I'm just going to stop talking.
I'm telling you,
let's dive deep.
Dan's
telling
setting
you.
himself up for a lot of blame.
I'm gonna
here at
figure it out.
405.
I'm gonna figure it
Yeah,
out on
you
the
are.
range, but I think that thought helped me.
Okay. Let's see it.
Rory McIlroy, stand as far away from the ball, put it as forward as you possibly can, just hit up on it.
I do
remember that?
find
That
when
was
I
just
crazy.
go straight.
I do find when I stand closer than I usually do the ball, that's where the disasters
The
happen.
disasters happen. The
There's
push,
Garrett.
the pull.
People are going to see 3 guys just standing a mile away from the ball now.
Yeah,
But I
step
think
in.
that
Reaching
can.
for it.
Yeah, I think that's better.
I think with the
just
QI10, even if I get it on the end of it, it's still gonna go straight.
I just got officially nervous for the first time
Bro.
today when we started
Dude,
saying
Garrett's
that.
looking swole. He's put on some muscle.
Yeah, he's dude. We're the only people. I mean, I'll talk for myself that like are getting more successful and looking worse.
What, it didn't
as,
work?
like their life goes on.
We'll do it again.
You look at all these other people that like
After the pod.
things are happening, like, you know, they're making some money, they're like on shows, they're at the Creator Classic, and like you see them in real life, like holy shit, they got chiseled faces, long
Oh,
hair,
I look
nice
horrible.
outfits, they're getting swole. It's like when you see someone from Hollywood, you're like, how does that guy look like that? And then it's just like I look at myself, I'm like, I'm getting progressively worse. My heart doctor said I have high cholesterol, I gotta stop drinking,
Less salt,
less salt,
less red meat.
less red meat, which I've had steak 3 nights in a row.
Yeah.
Ray
Just a
Charles to
lifestyle
the
change,
bullshit.
man. Like belly's getting out.
He did say all those things to us last night as you had a steak and an old fashioned.
Yeah, a couple of fashions. It was funny. The doctor called me while I was at dinner after the Barstool Classic with all my buddies and my dad, and the doctor was like, "Yeah, just like, you know, the cholesterol was a little high. It might be because you had breakfast that morning. You probably should have fasted, but like, let's just keep an eye on it. Don't have any red meat." And as she's saying that, a steak got put right in front of me. She's like, "Just lay off like the booze. Like we saw something with the liver. Like it just." And then a old fashioned came. We were all laughing at the table. I'm like, this is just not. Please swap
Priorities.
this.
Priorities in life.
Yeah.
Just trying to have a good time out here.
That's true.
All right.
The
We
lights
got to
could
go
just
to
go
a
out.
range.
Godspeed, boys.
Thank
We gotta
you.
get
You're
loose.
not. I mean, you're gonna be on the commentary.
Yeah, but I'm, you know,
Look at
that's
that.
not that's
Got
not
the
that
tour shirt.
nerve-wracking.
That's
Of
one
an
of ours.
experience. I got some reps under my belt. I'm
Yeah,
ready to
you've been
go.
doing a bunch of that stuff.
Yeah,
so
what
What
yeah,
group
you're
are you
gonna be great.
following?
I'm with the first group. So the Brian Bros, Tyler Tony from Dude Perfect, and then Gabby Golf Girl.
You gonna throw any shade at the Bryan Bros? Like,
I'm definitely going to bring it up a little bit.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, I'll be like, Wesley Bryan, PGA Tour player. Are you a PGA Tour player?
Stir the pot a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to introduce George as the 7th best player in this Creator Classic, according to the article.
You'd be like, George, are you playing tomorrow too?
Yeah, George, you got a tee time tomorrow?
Wesley, you playing tomorrow?
Yeah.
dude,
give-
perfect.
chirp him a
Guy's an
little bit.
absolute megastar.
68 million subscribers or something like that.
Similar.
There we
Look
go. There
That's
we go.
game face.
Crazy.
Absolutely.
That's game face.
Let's go, boys.
Absolutely.
Come on now.
What's up?
How are you?
How's it going?
What's going on?
Tyler, I'm Dan. I'll be with your group today.
Nice, sounds good, man. Looking forward to it.
You're
Good luck out there, man.
Stripes show.
Good luck out there.
How's he been playing? How's he been playing?
No, you'd be all right, dude.
No,
You'd
no.
be all right.
We're last odds in the field. We're just gonna go out there and see what.
Hey, I'm 15.
See?
I'm 16.
It's
See?
another-
All right.
15.
Nowhere
Who's
near
behind
that.
you?
Expectations. Go out there and shock the world.
behind him for some
Peter
reason.
Finch is a good player.
That's not.
Would shock the world.
I'm upset. He
Have
should
you
be
been
ahead of
playing?
me.
Have you been
upset.
playing at all?
No,
Not at all.
none.
Everybody says the same thing. Like, I haven't been playing at all.
Yeah, but they're just saying that.
You actually.
Been playing. Are y'all still charity casing it?
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, we're looking at it.
We'll be out there first tee.
You're looking at it. We'll hand me out over here.
All right, boys.
Good luck. Look at that. That was nice.
Arguably, aside from like Mr. Beast, they're probably
I mean,
the
they're
biggest
huge.
thing on YouTube. In their category, for sure, the biggest thing on YouTube in sports.
Massive.
Dylan, can you come here for a second?
Oh, there's Dylan.
Dylan the chair.
Just come here for a second.
about to have an-
I'm gonna do the talking here. Okay, this is my.
All
right,
friend.
let's let
We're
Dan-
about to have an in-person rivalry.
By the way, we just had Dude Perfect on the podcast.
Are you aware of this
Put that in the
wedge
title.
that they try to drive between
Let's
us?
let Dan handle this for now.
They have this running joke that we are
not a
like,
joke.
you know, Trump
Nice
and
haircut.
Biden, that we just like are rivals and we hate each other.
Who's Trump?
That'd be me, I think. I'm just kidding. Are we not good friends? Tell them that we're good friends.
We're good pals.
That doesn't mean that you don't
no
have a
Dylan,
natural
Dylan, tell them that we're good friends.
rivalry.
yeah.
Tell me you like me.
Yeah, totally, man. Yeah. I have thought it could be good for business if we had real beef, but so far we
I
don't.
feel like similar age, came up around the same time, doing similar stuff.
There's already
I
a new
think-
wave in the media center. We're not the youngest guys anymore.
I know this is how do you hold this thing here? Let me see.
And then they really love it if you click these little things throughout.
God, I'm 100 years old. Don't let anyone.
Is there
tell
no
you.
This
like
is a podcast?
animosity between who gets more airtime on the Netflix show and who gets, you know, you guys
I
are
don't-
kind of mano on there.
I don't think so. I don't. Do you feel animosity?
I'm focused on myself.
Yeah.
No, I mean, look.
We're on to
There you
season
go.
3.
There's a natural comparison that's there, but you're just such a nice guy. We're such dear friends that I can never look at you that way.
I will
This
say.
is just this. Yeah, it feels
I
like
will
you
say,
guys
like-
are really trying to prove something here.
No, I will say earnestly, like there have been, I feel like I've been able to have conversations with Dan that, like we can relate
Yes.
to certain like specific things that we've gone through in our careers in ways that other people don't. I mean,
Especially when I was at Digest.
Dan's a lot more. Yeah, exactly. Dan's a lot more famous than me now. Cooler. When we walk around, everyone says hi to him. No one says hi to me.
No
But-
one? That's not true.
Not
Netflix.
No one.
You got the Netflix bump.
Yeah.
Busted Jack guys walking behind us. Way to go, boys.
Good luck, boys.
Best of luck.
Fucking tall, that guy.
Mason Nutt.
Mason Nutt.
Tall.
What a last name.
You gonna stick around
But yeah,
for this?
Dan and I started in the same little office room when we worked for Sports Illustrated
right.
in
Wow.
2017 or 18 or.
I feel like it's like Entourage where they're like, we all started in the mailroom together.
Yeah, it's true. We're
Yeah.
mailroom guys.
Anyway,
It's
this is going to go out to the world.
Yeah.
People listen to it
Uh-huh.
3 hours
Yeah,
in.
they've listened
He's
to
like,
Still
do
going?
people actually listen to this?
Yeah.
No, it's been an hour and a half maybe.
Who's going to win this thing?
I got Brad.
Oh
Donkey.
yeah,
Donkey.
nice player.
I chose Quan, but he's telling me that's a bad pick.
Feels like Wesley Bryan's got a pretty good
It
chance.
also
I
feels
just saw
like anybody
Mac, the
but
Canadian
Wesley.
guy.
That's like what the
Mental
crowd
game
kind
in
of
shambles
feels like
already.
right now.
Matt, we were
Anybody
talking
but
about
Wesley.
We're talking about Mac is injured.
I know.
Poor Mac.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for having me on your guys' program.
One of my best
Of course,
friends.
Dylan.
Good
You guys really
seeing you,
cleared
pal.
things up there. So no
rivalry
Oh,
here.
man.
Trying to get him.
Bye,
Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you, Dylan.
It's like sitting on a chair.
Have a great week. The chair.
It's like sitting on a chair.
It's like sitting on a chair.
All
Dylan the
right.
chair.
Wow.
I think the Ryder Cup was the first time we ever had the chair on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sitting up
in
there behind the
stands
first
on
tee
hole, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
at Whistling Straits.
That's right. What a week. All right. I'm nervous.
Go, let's
Oh,
go hit
dude.
some balls.
Nervous
Go with
person
some
Dude,
right now.
I'm as nervous as can be.
Go hit some balls.
All right. We're gonna shut this thing down.
Okay.
You guys know how we did already. We don't, so it's a weird little thing we're doing here. But thanks to all our guests. We had like 5 guests on that
Yeah.
show. That was fun. Everybody had a lovely weekend. Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Long
Is
weekend.
this Labor Day weekend? It's
Yeah.
this weekend? Wow, let's go.
Be safe out there.
Good
college
luck on all
football.
your fantasy drafts. I know it's a big weekend for the last weekend before football. Good
Everyone's
luck for
starting to
your
make their way
fantasy
to the range.
drafts. We'll see you in Philly, DC.
Peter Finch behind
Right.
us, getting ready to
Yeah,
play.
the golf girl's going to be behind us. There we go. We got the whole crew. Got all the creators just making their way to the driving range now.
Yeah, it's time.
Just hit a fairway, Riggs. How fucking hard is that?
I know, right?
You should be a driver all the time.
You've done it a lot.
I'm not
All
even
the
just
time.
saying this because it's like the opposite of what we're doing, but I honestly would feel way better if we were playing a full round of golf.
Because you're at least gonna hit some good shots.
I would hit a couple good shots,
Yeah,
get
you
the
can
crowd
take-
going a little
take to the
bit.
bank a little bit.
Yeah, you have some sort of footage that like you can just keep with you and be like, I had a great time out there. Didn't win, obviously, not a good golfer, but had fun at Eastlake. Instead, it's like, hey, go out there and fucking do one thing and do it well. And if you don't, You're a loser.
It is like if you gave Primetime Tiger the option of like, hey, you get to play 72 holes of this course against the whole field, or you get one chance right here to win this.
Yeah.
He'd be like, put me up in the 72
That's
holes.
the problem.
I'll never lose.
You guys don't have enough holes. You're just going to run out of holes.
Bobby,
you would have
one
won
swing.
it. Yeah. You're just
Come
going
on
to run
over
out
here.
of holes.
One
We
swing.
got Robby Berger, and we got the Jet over here eating
Shout out to the
sunglasses.
Jet,
Look at
baby.
this crew we got coming on.
This is everybody's over here.
Come on over here,
This
Bob.
is a real peacock spot.
This is a great spot. Come on
It is a
over here.
peacock spot.
Grab yourself a
Jet's
mic.
taking
Come on here.
pics.
Have a seat.
Take us home, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
I kind of invited myself
No,
on. I
sit
looked
down.
over at Frankie. I was like,
Sit
We're
down.
really
dude.
used to Bobby fairways
on.
today, so we don't have to hit these shots.
How
man,
are we
I don't-
feeling about you're on FP's bag today?
Sure am.
How are we feeling?
I feel great.
Yeah.
You know how he feels. He doesn't really get rattled.
Yeah,
Right behind you, rubbing his belly.
He's not.
We
It's
got
another
comfort
thing.
for
Like
you.
he doesn't look nervous whatsoever. You don't feel.
You look very nervous. You look very nervous. Like you're on edge.
You guys got a guy to pick people up off the ground?
Somebody said to me, they came over to me, they're like, hey, like, how's FP doing? Is he nervous? And then we turned around and he had a bag of goldfish and he's funneling them in his mouth. I was like, yeah, he's good.
I heard the shuttle left at 11:45. He got up at 11:30.
I did. I'm the only guy that took 2 showers before 11 a.m. I had a 8:20 interview that took about 15 minutes. And I went back to bed. When your hair is this long, you literally have to shower. You enter a bed, you have to shower again.
Should you be preparing any other way? This is just another day for you. Why would you change anything up?
I mean, I wouldn't know where to start.
Right.
Even if I did. I'm going to go over to the locker room. I've heard there's air conditioning in there, so that's where I'm going to hang out for a while.
Man.
Let's get this guy some cold air.
Yeah, they said the practice area opens at 2:30. I tee off at 4:30. So if you guys are looking for me, I'll be out there at about 3:50.
Yeah.
FP. So this is a serious event. They're gonna be counting every single stroke. It's at East Lake. What were your aspirations when you first started the game of golf? Was it to ever go pro? Did you ever want? Was this the dream?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I'd hopefully play more than 8 holes, but the dream
You
is
might get to play
definitely
9.
Yeah. That would be great.
Sick.
That would be great. I wanted to play East Lake, wanted to play the Tour Championship. Hopefully, get this far. I mean, there's only the best 30 players in the world. I'm not sure I ever thought I'd be that. Brian Harmon has like the short king market cornered, but if I could have snuck in there. But yeah, so here we are. Who would have thought?
What's in the backpack?
Snacks?
More underwear, a couple more shirts.
Another outfit.
Yeah.
Remember Tiger in those 2018 years when he was changing shirts like every 3 holes?
Yeah.
Is that you out there?
Well, the breezy apparel is fantastic.
There you go.
My
Way to walk into that one.
Yeah.
Cut that.
Moisture wicking. all the buzzwords.
It's a little known fact. It's not a good fact, but it is a fact. Untucked, I'm 3X. Tucked, I'm 4X.
Okay.
So what are you going for today?
I'm untucked 3, and I will tuck in out of respect for the game.
For
So I've got a 4X back
for
there.
Mr. Ross and Mr. Jones.
Yeah, it's in a bed sheet.
Yeah.
Christmas right around the
Items.
corner. Everybody's got to write that down.
Mm-hmm.
Sizes.
By the way,
Bob,
you guys
you're on
have
the
done-
bag?
I'm on the bag.
Good.
Yeah, for
Any-
better or for worse.
Are you gonna do anything out there for him? Or?
No, we got a good thing going where like I always say, he just kind of just wants me to like talk to him about anything but golf. So like if we were mic'd up, like don't ever think we're talking about yardages.
Yeah.
It's like anything but that, and then he gets all his own stuff.
You texted me this morning. You were like, "Do you have a rangefinder?" Or should I grab one from Ellis? And I was like, "What does it matter to you? Yeah. What does this have to do with
He
anything?"
gave me during the queue, which where we played with you. It was a tough moment. He it was a par 3, and I gunned it, and I was like, I got 210, and I see him. He does like a double take, and he's like, "You sure about that?" And it turns out it was 160.
Yeah.
Hadn't seen the finder since.
you shot the back trees.
Yeah,
That's
it was
tough. Yeah.
It was tough.
He told me
Everyone's
the other
done
week he wanted to get more involved on this one. I was like, what in the world?
Give
does
him a
that
read.
mean?
Give him a read.
I think he just wants to stand behind me like he's reading the ball
good.
when I'm reading it.
Well, because the last time he'd be on the green, I was so afraid just to interrupt anything that I'd be like way off the green. To where now I just want to be like a little closer to the green.
You want to see
When he
it.
needed
Yeah.
something, you're like on another planet.
Yeah,
It's like,
I
whoa.
was so far gone.
You're gonna be chasing down divots out there.
yeah,
That's a good one where you can really look like you're hustling.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll
Yeah.
be a blast.
All right.
Well, I
Well,
appreciate you boys.
go
enjoy the
Nice
AC.
little spot you guys got
Yes,
here.
it's a nice
In the
knoll.
Winding
shade.
down.
We're on the grassy
It's
knoll.
a good slope. I
Shade
respect a
and-
good
yeah.
slope.
Mm-hmm.
We've been sitting here for a while.
Yeah?
Yeah, we've been sitting here for a good
Carved
while.
out a nice little spot for
Yeah,
yourselves,
yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Trying
That's
to
right.
avoid going over there and hitting that tee shot.
What do we feel? You feel good on a fairway off the first?
Nope.
No. Trent, how
Nope.
we feel? No.
I'm
I
as
know
nervous
Frankie's
as I've ever been.
piping one down the middle.
No.
100%.
No, man, I'm nervous.
He's got some pressure on him.
Are you
Well,
gonna?
Frankie threw down a little bit of the gauntlet, being like, I should maybe be playing in this
I
thing.
agree.
So
I
he's
would
got to
agree
hit a
with
good
that.
one.
You know, yeah, that does
I would
add a
agree
little
with
bit
that.
of pressure there.
Wasn't
from
good.
Frankie.
Are you
Wasn't
going to be
good.
honest with these guys about their ceremonial shots? Or are you
course.
going to be?
I'm
going to
actually-
toe the party line.
I'm going to toe the party line.
Yeah,
I'm
you
trying
are.
not to get
Yeah,
fired.
you
know
are,
what I mean?
dude.
So-
As you should.
Yeah,
If there's no tracer, I'm holding the finish no matter
Wow,
what.
you won't believe how far that's gone.
Yeah, you'd be like a beauty
The
from
gallery in the right.
That one,
Right.
that one's got a different sound to it.
Appreciate you guys.
Awesome.
That's
All right.
Thanks for having us,
Love
guys.
you.
Taking us home, boys.
Watch this.
You
Watch
got
this
it.
little move I got.
Yeah, how are you gonna navigate? Okay, nice.
That's an
No
athlete
worries.
right there.
Limber.
My man.
Good luck.
I appreciate
Go
it.
get them,
brother.
boys. Techniques delivers legendary hi-fi sound quality that they and only they can provide. I was on a flight yesterday, a lot of action going on, about a 4-hour flight. Put those techniques in. I didn't hear a thing other than what I wanted to hear the whole flight.
That's the best thing about these. You
Yep.
travel and you're like you're on your own. And airports are crazy. You know, you're getting to the airport, getting on the plane. It's all just chaos. But if you're in just your own little silo of silence, that's the way to do it. And
Love
these
being on our
are
own.
great.
We
People
love
don't
it.
realize how loud a plane is until you have one of those on, and then you take them off.
It's true.
It's crazy. It's
They're so loud.
chaos. So
It is.
yeah, and
Dude.
it's just been a lifesaver for us on these long trips. A lot of traveling. You need to have something. For me, the EAH is it? What's the number on
So
it?
they've got the A800 over-ear headphones, and they've got the AZ80 earbuds.
Easy. Okay, so the 800 over ear ones is the ones that I wear.
Those are awesome.
Those ones I
Super
wear.
comfortable.
And the battery on them is my biggest thing. It's like I could go for 2 months without having to charge this thing, and that's the biggest thing because I'm always forgetting to charge my headphones. And this has been an amazing battery life.
Another huge thing on the AZ80 earbuds, which I rock, they seamlessly connect to 3 devices simultaneously, which allows you can go from leading a meeting, listening to music, taking a call. Sometimes you don't want to have to reconnect, blah, 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 blah. Nope, they do all that simultaneously. It's great. Shop for Techniques, true wireless AZ80 earbuds, or the A800 over-ear headphones at us.techniques.com/foreplay. That is us.techniques.com/foreplay.
This has become like a live podcast.
Oh yeah,
It's just nice.
I'll tell you what,
This is,
if this has shown you anything, it's that the creator community is pretty tight.
And they like to everyone likes to be on camera, which is good. You know. It's
Yeah, that helps.
You've pretty much been on a trip with everyone.
Pretty
Like
much,
going
yeah.
on a trip, like almost a vacation with people. You're kind of close with them.
Dude, we went to the Bahamas with Good.
We play,
And
we
we-
played chess as the sun set.
Right.
Yeah.
We had
going
lunches
to
and
Hawaii
dinners.
with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Like that's you don't do that with people you don't like.
No.
And Frankie's basically family with Bob. It's a whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then like
we
dude,
just we had the heavy hitters on, by the way. That's no disrespect to FP, but like every single person that came on the show, pretty fucking big.
Who do we
We had fucking first you had Paige Spiranac, then
Yep.
you had Bob Sports, still
Bubbie.
in the chair, Bubbie from Good. Then you had fucking I know we kind of glossed over it, but Dude Perfect, pretty big, successful guy.
We should put that in the title card.
70
give me the
million.
thumbnail. It's
Dude,
just
How many
Perfect joins the
subscribers
pod.
do they have?
60 million, I think I saw.
Closest to the pin.
I'm gonna say 60 million.
Mini closest to the pin.
I'm gonna
Let's
say
say
68
I'm gonna
million.
say-
72
I'm
million.
going to say 64. Bro, we got to get out of this area right now.
60.
It's a lot.
60.4.
Yeah, 60.4.
I got to start moving around. I got
That's
to get my
so
body
many.
moving.
Think about how good, think about how big Good is, right, on YouTube.
Got
Times
just under
60.
2.
Times 60.
Or at least 30. It's insane.
Yeah.
Because what does Good have? Like 1.7,
Yeah, so I
1.8?
guess it's like
Closer to
30
2.
times-
Still
yeah.
30 times more.
It's out of control.
And they're
It's
massive.
a number you can't even comprehend.
No. I mean, they've been in the game for a long time.
All right, fellas, we got to go hit this shot. We got to get loose.
Let's go rip some down the middle.
Let's go.
Fuck the nerves.
Let's get out of here.
We're going to throw it to ourselves now.
Now this is the reaction. This is what actually happened. We
Yep.
didn't know before any of this what happened. Now we know what happened. We come back. We're going to talk about it. We're going to react to what happened. So here's future us.
We're going to the range with one club.
One driver. Fellas,
Wow.
we survived.
We did.
We
We
survived.
Barely.
That was quite the experience. There was a lot of lead up. We were very nervous. Leading up all the way to, the Dave stuff, saying that we shouldn't be going, should be going, charity case, the whole deal. All of that went out the window once we stepped up to that tee box.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people that started to form. We got up there, I posted a picture, and someone's like, oh, it doesn't look like that many people. Right after we posted the picture, it's like right before we teed off, everyone that was at East Lake got around the first
Yeah,
tee.
we went out there probably 3:45, 15 minutes before.
Too early.
And it was too early. And we're like, oh, there's not that many people. Like, that's good. We can't injure people. I feel less nervous. And then in that 15 minutes,
everyone behind
everyone
the
showed up.
Yep.
Everybody showed up. And I looked at Riggs and I said, we had been talking a lot before, like, oh, were you more nervous for Tiger? Were you more nervous at the Desert Open? Like, how does it weigh? This was by far the most nervous.
Jay Monahan was standing right behind the tee.
He was, yeah.
Watching our tee shot.
I couldn't
didn't know that.
PGA Tour posted just Trent with his arms up. I mean,
I couldn't get my ball.
At the end of the day, this is a pretty cool thing for us. The PGA Tour's posting our swings at the Tour Championship.
On the PGA Tour Instagram.
Yeah, it's a big deal. We led off the broadcast. People seemed to be excited that we hit the shot when we were there.
Yes.
I mean, everyone seemed to be going crazy. You guys did not hit the fairway,
Nope.
but up in the air is an extreme success.
Considering
what we thought the alternative was.
I started to celebrate as soon as I
It
saw
was
my
all
ball in
time.
there. People have been commenting about that. Like at the Desert Open, I hit my ball and turned around immediately. As soon as it's in the air, that's a dub.
Yeah.
That's an absolute dub. I know on the video, I didn't make it onto the fairway. One guy kind of ducked a little. But other than that, everybody out here at East Lake is safe. And I didn't hurt anybody.
That's a win.
Look, I'm never, like, the driving is not my strength in the game of golf.
Yep.
Never has been. Been a tough couple of years at times. I've hit some horrific shots
It's
on
true,
camera.
it's true.
Where you go straight from the range.
Could have been bad.
And that was a big success.
Yeah,
Frank did a great one.
You've hit some dead right ones that are like tough. Like everyone's like, whoa.
That are like unimaginably
No
bad.
one really even knew at the actual event. No one even knew where it went. You see it go up in the air. Everyone celebrates, and we have a good time.
Frankie hit a good one.
Yeah, I hit
the
a
fairway.
chaser.
Frankie, you smoked one down
I smoked one down there.
You did what you said you were going to do. You said I should be playing in this fucking event.
Yep, they ended up like talking over me screaming, so you can't hear it on the official broadcast. I think we have video that Brendan took, but I went nuts. I screamed. I got the crowd hyped. I said I should be playing in this thing. One guy goes, "Yeah!" Like I locked eyes with him. He was like, "Yeah!"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah!" I saw black. I just like saw
Yeah.
red. I blacked out. Is what I meant to say.
I
amazing.
I couldn't get my ball on the tee. I had to call Frankie out there.
Yeah,
and that's not a bit. I was legitimately very
You're
nervous.
shaking.
My hands were shaking bad. But once the ball's on the tee, I was good to go.
We're only a couple holes in. We're here at the media center. We're looking at the big screen that they have here. They have obviously the whole entire leaderboard for tomorrow. But then on the big screen, all the media members here at the PGA Tour Championship are watching this event. It's an amazing event. It really is. It's cool. It's cool to see these guys. I saw Garrett drain a long one-on-one. You saw, Gabby Golf Girls out there, TaylorMade, Team TaylorMade girl with us. It's just cool to see everyone. Paige Spiranac piped one down the middle on hole one and then hit the green on two. So it's like, it's a cool event, man. Like these are people that we all watch all the time.
Yep.
And it's cool to see them play in a competitive atmosphere that's this, high tech and high, highly
hard
covered
golf course too.
Really hard.
Hard course. I'm looking. Garrett Clark's 1 under through 2. I see 4 people are even through 1 or 2 holes. So it's early still. A lot of people know the results more than we will, but it is cool. It's cool to be here. There were a lot of people. There's a ton of people out there I'm looking at.
It's
we
ton.
can see it right now.
Yeah, man. That's more than most PGA Tour events get throughout the week. If you go to a PGA Tour event on Thursday,
like all those people lining up the side, like
crazy.
you don't see that. That's
No.
great.
That's
That's cool.
great, man.
4 or 5 people deep on the tee boxes.
I'm glad we did it. I
Definitely.
I was so nervous that I know you guys said afterwards, like that was fun and it was good. And I don't know if I would agree with that, but I'm glad we did it.
I
was so
also
nervous.
think, and you guys saw, we kind of talked about it on Dave's podcast with Kirk and Witt, the future of this, there's some legs here.
Oh, yeah.
And you get the right people behind it. You get Dave Portnoy involved. You get the right teams. You get the whole deal. There's some serious conversations to be had after us experiencing this. We're getting
Absolutely.
home to New York, to Arizona. We're making phone calls. This is something that's got some serious juice behind
Dude,
it.
all of these groups, us included, have real fan bases.
Real fan
and
bases.
Real who want to come out to the events, who want to watch the
Signing
events.
autographs, taking
100%.
pictures. There's something here. It's not a joke. There's a reason why this is happening. There's a reason why PGA Tour saw this. So, yeah, it's great. Is the format the best? No, but can it be tweaked? Yes.
Yep. We
Very
made
cool. Good work by the tour embracing it.
Great
I know
work,
people
yeah.
have kind of not. We've talked about it, the format, whatever. Overall, very cool. A
Very
very cool
cool.
first step. It's a sick event. I'm glad we did it. I'm with you. I'm glad we did it. There
Yeah.
was some bickering. We're not happy we weren't included. Still would have loved to have played, but hitting the tee shots was cool.
Would have loved to play. Would have loved to play.
All right. We'll be back next week. Everybody have a great Labor Day weekend. Be safe. Be safe. Big thanks to our advertisers, our partners, our listeners. Thanks to all of our listeners and viewers, because that's what helped us be able to go out there and hit tee shots. So
Yep, that's right.
what a way we've come. Have a great weekend. Hit it hard.
Hit it hard.